continuing to be the only player so far in this group that has not lost a set yet.
I was going to say, as long as you can keep the game differentials in your favor coming into this final set here, potentially will be able to guarantee their way out of the group. There's already down to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, for those of you who are maybe jumping in this morning, didn't get to watch the first two stages, the way that it works is whoever is at the top of their group after the round robin moves on into top 8 winner side. Everyone in second place in all of the group stages will have to face each other later on in a best of 5 to see who gets to get in on the loser side. And then everyone else gets auto-entered into the LCQ, their last chance to fight back and get in to that top 8 finals.
Definitely going to be one of the most high-powered LCQs we have ever seen. But for now, as we said, it is Daru getting ready to go, already set up and potentially here to try and stop this this rain right now from Umisho. This is going to be Umisho's final matchup here in the game differential. Already heavily in their favor. 2-0 on the sets here. Obviously, set wins is the most important, but obviously the extra statistics are extremely important if those tiebreakers come through, which in a round robin pool of only 4 players, it is so crucial. Every single game matters.
Actually, looking at the math here, I think that Daru needs to like steamroll Umisho in order to actually qualify over them, right? Because Umisho is 6-3 right now. Obviously, Daru sitting at 4-3 in games. If they are able to beat Umisho, and that will tie them up 2-1, right? So it'll all come down to the game percentage and the game wins.
Yeah, and if it's 3-0 at that point, it'll be 7-3 in Daru's favor. So that would be potentially huge. A lot to be decided in the group in this match right here, right now. Obviously, still one more to go after that as well. It's a scary prospect to come up here.
Yeah, you do not want to get sent down to that second stage where you have to battle in the best of 5 to try and get into loser side of top 8, right? You want to secure your spot right here, right now, so you can go sleep soundly, enjoy the rest of the show before that day 3 finals.
It's so crazy to see the entire group, really truly the fate coming down to this one final set. It's in your hands too. Honestly, it couldn't be better. The worst feeling in a round robin like this is to have already played your matches and have to wait to see how other people do around how you're playing. This is it's stressful as it is, this has got to be the least stressful way for it to happen. It's in your hands. Play well and you can guarantee your spot right here, right now.
Yeah, it's all up to Daru here. Just based on how they've played, Daru or Umisho got to be moving on into that top 8 winner side. And it is going to be, of course, the Eno versus the Chip matchup. This Chip has been looking incredible from Umisho. But the question is, can Daru put a stop to the momentum?
Honestly, a lot more questions than answers as we are getting into the ultimate, the most important game. So excited to bring it home here as the Eagle flies one more time. Still another match after this one, but for now, a crucial deciding. This lays out so much of the future of this weekend for Guilty Gear Strive. So much hanging in the balance in these potentially 5 games. Daru, and Umisho.
All right, already both of them trading blows here. There's the 5H. Whoa, stroke the big tree under the bonsai? Okay, Daru, I see you. The matchup knowledge is real.
Honestly, whether it's matchup knowledge or a happy little accident, we'll take it either way. Daru.
All right, already both of them trading blows here. There's the 5H. Whoa, stroke the big tree under the bonsai? Okay, Daru, I see you. The matchup knowledge is real.
Honestly, whether it's matchup knowledge or a happy little accident, we'll take it either way. Daru gonna be able to get the Psycho Crusher and get the extra extensions, manages to go coast to coast, and leaves Umisho with just a pixel of life.
You have to remember the people that Daru has access to, right? One of the best chips in the world, Sumito, of course, in his region.
Damn it, what a quick little slice up there. Stroke the big tree, absolute perfection. As we try to go for it again, ends up forcing the burst, but the momentum keeps us a bit closer to the corner now.
Oh, nice 5K. Unfortunately, unable to pick up off of that. Could have been a massive boon here for Umisho. Man, the constant just buttons that Daru was sticking out. Of course, keeping them relatively safe with just things like 2K.
Yeah, just doing your best to beat him to the spot. You don't want to let any of those dashes go through raw. Nothing like that could potentially be in your favor. It's that little shimmy, and Daru chills. Absolute masterclass of patience when it comes to the situation. Now is the dash into the overhead, but the DP wins.
Oh, but that 2P press there from Daru, able to get the trade with Umisho resetting back to neutral. Mortal counter on the 2D, though, means you're about to go straight through the glass. Up and
sent through the guaranteed damage. Puts us in a weird spot now. Deflect shield into a double backdash, but again, that quick RC into the stroke has been masterful, as well as the 6P. I think a lot of people forget, man, every character comes equipped with a shotgun. You just gotta know how to use it. Quick little 6P to stifle that attempted approach.
And just a great display of control of the momentum of the match, or of the rhythm of the match, right? It always felt like Daru was forcing Umisho to play a certain way. But now Umisho, throwing that out the window, says, I'm just gonna break on through, force my game plan.
That slick little delay there as we find the 2K2D once again. Lands quick and finds the throw. Nice situation now as the bonsai lands, drops the combo, but picks it straight back up. Still just a sliver of hope left for Daru Ino in the round here. Never over till it's over, but now it's over.
Yeah, just a nice 5K. Most dominating round there from Umisho so far. Let's see if we can take this to a 1-1.
Stroke connects. Doubles up with the Psycho Crusher to be able to make it to the wall here. 50% of your life, as always. Chip is paying the tax.
And you can feel that Daru understands that it's not just that you have to beat Umisho. You have to beat Umisho decisively to make sure that the numbers work out in your favor. And Daru, with a perfect trying to make that happen. You can't let this go to game 5.
I was gonna say, if this goes 2-0, the numbers are starting to spell disaster right now for Umisho, as there's the quick little sweep and doubles up with the low. That fake high working perfectly is even off to the rope. That was a very interesting interaction there between the two. Ends up with him just returning to neutral, and Daru continually just harassing with these hover dashes.
See, yep, straight into the Fortissimo. That was scary. The whiff on the first hit, nearly enough time for Umisho to actually tech off the wall, but Daru, with the Wild Assault, is going to be able to take 2-0 here over Umisho.
Daru Ino is just all in, all lows, all day. Just absolutely incredible. Now we're gonna go back to the character select and potentially consider a swap. We go straight back to hovering the chip. I think
it'll still be the chip. I think Umisho just wants to go back and kind of recenter herself, right?
I agree. I think that the character's not the problem right now. Character's not the problem.
She doesn't even need to win this set. That's the thing. She just needs to drag the set out long enough, go the distance, so that the numbers, once again, are in her favor.
This is where it gets dicey, though. 1 game away. Daru Ino. Empty in the stroke. Okay, hold on. This guy's got something different.
Oh, but there's the leaf grab. Getting jumped by 2 chips.
And the side swap keeps us in the corner here. Nice little backdash and ends up finding the low, but can't get the confirm. Still manages to find something though.
And
that
never
double
falter.
JP into the Wild Assault.
Oh my gosh, but the reversal Fortissimo really hitting hard. Just like that, things have evened up. And Daru taking the lead here and actually going to be able to secure the round. Possibly? No?
Oh my god, but after the Alpha Blade is able to swing just in time, it's a single round away. A 3-0 on the horizon right now, but a 2D, that's a hell of a way to start.
A nice big pickup here, but there's the burst immediately. Umisho recognized how far that was going to push her to the corner. Wanted to prevent that from happening here, and now running the offense, gets the bonsai.
Sliced up and goes for the overhead one more time. Darino, massive resource advantage here, but the air ends up going Umisho's way, and Daru, very smart, just take the round. It sucks to have to lose, but don't be a hero. Full burst going into, again, a crucial, potentially set-ending situation, but once again, 2D is the starter and gets the hit.
See, Daru just walking himself so far back to the corner. A little dangerous, giving you no room to run. Had to burst to get some breathing room, but it's hard to breathe against Chip when he crosses the screen so quickly.
And swings a heavy again out of hit stun. Cannot be deterred, as now we look for the overhead. Fakes it into the throw. A pixel of life left. Not much to be done. Even a throw will do it.
Oh, setting up the rope. Not only setting up the rope, but going for the delayed air dash into the JP. Umisho getting a game on the board.
That late dash ends up paying off, but now this is where you find out a lot about yourself as a competitor in a moment like this. Things are still in your favor. You're still in control. You still have the opportunity to have the destiny within your reach. You can just qualify here if you're able to keep it solid. But Umisho, listen, that shadow behind you starting to grow a little bit at a time.
I mean, this is dangerous, really dangerous, but there's the air throw. Daru able to establish some offense here. Getting the pickup into the wall break. Yeah, just gonna go for as much damage as possible.
A reminder
hard
that one's plans never go unnoticed. Prepare yourself accordingly.
Fadeaway, no one's blocking it, Proxy. No one's blocking it, and she does it every time.
It's absolutely ridiculous here. Is off the rope. Things are looking good. And again, if our math is correct, this game actually might just be the deciding factor of the group here. And the reversal super is going to take the round. And Darino with the exclamation mark. But we're not done yet. Still more story to write. 2-1. Darino looking to close it out.
That was such a good super too. Daru was sitting on 100 tension. Why not send the super? I think Umisho just overlooked it a little bit.
Daru has planted the seed for the command throw. Look for it here potentially soon.
Oh no, but just running right into that bar / 6P, big whiff. Not too much damage off of it though.
Oh my god, finds the Logan CCL, not enough. Situation's a bit dire now as Umisho has a massive opening.
Oh, not actually going for the wall break. Wants to squeeze out some extra damage. Burst right in your face. Umisho is down to 1 touch away from death, and the backdash gets caught by the chemical love.
Stands up into the HCL and is able to finish the job. Daru Ino, if my math is correct, I do believe has been able to qualify via winners here. Oh my god, I like to see that energy. That's what's up. Good stuff, dude. And the loyal are rewarded. Just has been the poster child for Ino for the life of the game. As we said, the 1.0 for most players to be able to structure their game plan with the character off of, and now a winner's side berth.
When I say that Daru has been playing Ino longer than some Strive players have been alive, that is not an exaggeration.
That's real. That's real.
He is devoted. Has been playing that character for 3 generations of Guilty Gear. And let me tell you, that is not easy with the way that the characters change throughout each generation, right? To stick to that. But he's just proven that character loyalty, like you said, it really does pay off. But now we are going to move on into our next match here. Nitro versus Tiger Pop.
And this is, I do believe, the final game of this group. As we said, this is a group we were expecting fireworks, and it absolutely has delivered. Nitro and Tiger Pop here just gonna play it out to see who is able to get the better record, and potentially, you know, just get some data for the LCQ coming up here pretty soon. If I'm not mistaken, let me take a look at this one more time just to make sure. I believe, well, actually, depending on how it goes here, Nitro maybe has a shot. The math is rough. If a 3-0 maybe puts my Nitro in the running. I'd have to double check the math.
His Nitro score is currently, is he 2-1? Or?
He's 1-1 right now.
He's 1-1. He's 1-1. So yeah, if he does get a really strong performance here, then he definitely could actually get the step over Umisho. right? Depending on how the math plays out. So Nitro still has a lot on the line here. Obviously, you don't want to get sent to that LCQ this early on. You want a chance to make
Show me the strength of the crown guards.
That extra stage.
Double checking it and just doing the math in my brain real quick, which is obviously, you know, not the most reliable thing ever. I do believe 3-0 guarantees it. 3-1, I would need to double check. But I think that a straight 3-0 actually just Nitro gets the spot.
I mean, that is a tall order, though, right? A tall order to get a 3-0 against a player like Tiger Pop.
Yeah, the situation's a bit scary. Not only the player, but the character, too. Abba is a terror in situations like this, so we'll see if Nitro can potentially make the run here. It's a scary prospect.
All right, already harassing with that 2S, really leaning into it a lot.
Just block, able to find the jab. Extremely smart here as we BRC back, but doesn't get much of a mix-up off of it. More just control that is immediately eaten up by Nitro. Baits out the burst, able to double up on the mix here, and gets the wall stick as well. Everything coming up Nitro after one good defensive rally.
Yeah, and control was the key word there, right? Tiger Pop was leaning so hard into that control style that they tried to go for that aggressive burst, and now everything is falling apart after that. Over the BRC in, nice throw. Actually gonna be able to get the pickup with the key grab.
Sick block those. We're just trying to up back as best we can. Flash kick ends up working out, but the back throw, no, ends up not going in our favor. An awkward drop from Tiger Pop, and Nitro takes advantage.
Yeah, flash kick could definitely be Abba's kryptonite in this matchup, right? She wants to go for those high lows while she is in Jealous Rage. If you just hold down back and wait till you see the overhead, you can let that flash kick rip. What a trade right back to neutral.
That was got it messy between the two. Ends up finding the back turn 5P. Dude, I prom that normal back turn 5P, that hitbox is as big as Leo's body. I don't care. It's unbelievable.
Oh, there's the throw. Scratch in the eyes. What a heal.
And a slide past that cross up. Incredible stuff. Secures the victory here, 1-0. Nitro, a bit of momentum. Can you keep it rolling?
The immediate rematch as well. All right, going for the OTG. You see Tiger Pop is trying to figure out other ways to mix Nitro up that is not just the overhead low option, right? Has been stuffed out multiple times by that flash kick.
The bonus hard knockdown. First available, 50 meter. Ends up just chucking the fireball a couple times, but that's where you need to be careful. That parry will build so much jealousy for your opponent if you're not careful. But Nitro doesn't seem to care. He says, I got the game sense for it. I'll be able to throw him. It'll be fine. We don't have a lot of life to play with.
Let's keep things light.
Oh, but trying to get in. Oh, that dash under was nearly brutal. Actually, brutal for Tiger Pop, putting themselves into the corner now.
Locked it out perfectly. IBFD actually negates the secondary mix-up here, but not gonna matter. Tiger Pop still finds their way back in, but unfortunately, straight into the loving arms as Leo Whitefang takes the back throw and takes the victory. Around at a game here, Nitro's halfway to victory.
Swapping sides there. I don't think that's what Tiger Pop wanted, but able to still push Nitro into the corner. Flash kick able to escape. Oh, no. That was a massive whip, but the Donzai able to help recover.
Okay, we are gambling. I like this.
Let it ride.
The house always has the advantage, Jobber. Nice connection. Plenty of meter. Doesn't need to spend a dime. It's around a piece here.
The guard point, getting into that back turn, tried to bank on that parry, just a little too slow, or a little too fast,
Every block of stone, every plank, every nail, all are necessary.
Whoa, that was a crazy decision there from Tiger Pop to immediately just go into Jealous Rage after the wall break. Unfortunately, gonna end up losing it all here in the corner and still locked down. No way to get out except for burst.
Weave connection with the overhead, spends that OD straight away. Oh, but the life left broke. Then we can do it here as we just dash up and go for the 5 Ps.
Still no Jealous Rage quite yet. He's gonna be able to get the key grab. Oh, just swinging into the uninstall. Gets caught by the far slash, spends the burst to be aggressive.
Away, check out the fireball where we can, and the tip of the sword just barely making the connection there. The footsies end up paying off as at max distance, Leo Whitefang secures it here. 2 games for Nitro, 1 away from controlling their own fate here.
I'll tell you, Proxy, I am really shocked that we have not seen Tiger Pop just go for the lockdown super, right? That is such a common occurrence you see with ABBA, just a forced offense from full screen. But we haven't seen it come out of Tiger Pop a single time.
Situations just haven't been calling for it seems here, as even on the just block on the headbutt, it's gonna go into the guard point and keep the pressure up. Not for a moment as Nitro held anything but W in the round, as that's gonna lead to a W here. A round away for Nitro off a perfect.
7 letters, count them. First available for both players, though. That 2S winning out at round start. Nitro has been leaning on 2S as a round start option. Now getting the wall break here with the overdrive. Hard knockdown, massive chunk of health.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Oh.
Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're cool. He said true strike, called base. Just walks away.
He said pause the game, pause the game. Oh no, caught with the overhead. Is that enough? Not quite. I don't know how that didn't kill him.
Oh, just blocked. Still all right. And just doubles up, goes for the low one more time. Another perfect and a victory for Nitro. It's 3 games straight. And listen, you give him the opportunity to control his fate. He knows what must be done. FlyQuest's very own. Able to take it 3 in a row.
Oh, I can't wait to see how the numbers play out, but I think you might be
Knows what. Another
right. I don't know how that didn't kill him.
Oh, just blocked. Still all right. And just doubles up, goes for the low one more time. Another perfect and a victory for Nitro. It's 3 games straight. And listen, you give him the opportunity to control his fate. He knows what must be done. FlyQuest's very own. Able to take it 3 in a row.
Oh, I can't wait to see how the numbers play out, but I think you might be right, Proxy. I think that might put Nitro in the runner-up position in this group, which does put him into the extra stage for that best of 5 against the second place of Group D.
Yeah, we'll have to see when those numbers come to us here. We'll be able to do a little bit of a mental math for ourselves to find out how it shakes out. But I do believe that is going to be Daru Ino going through the winner's side, and that is going to be Nitro going on to that extra match to potentially be able to qualify through the loser's side of the affair here.
But what a group. An absolutely insane performance from all of these players. So incredibly strong.
Actually, Nitro beat Daru. Does that put Nitro? Yeah, Nitro first, actually. Yeah, Nitro has the head-to-head.
Nitro first? That's true. We'll see. We'll see exactly how the numbers roll out, but man, this is what I was talking about. In the first 2 groups, there was a clear winner who won 3-0 across the board. This one, a lot more messy. But if you look at the numbers on the screen right here, Nitro tying with Daru, but because, oh my goodness.
The head-to-head goes their way. We were so tunneled because Daru had such a strong start. We forgot that the head-to-head, they tie exactly, but Nitro's able to take the victory between the 2 and takes it in through first. Oh my.
It's all Nitro. It all came down to not only getting that 3-0 victory, but also the fact that he was able to take down Daru. The stars align, and Nitro moves on into top 8 winner's side in the finals.
Oh my God! All off the back of the Leo Whitefang here. Nitro, a storybook way to be able to push through. That is absolutely incredible here.
That means that Daru is going to move on to the extra stage tomorrow, right? To go up against the second place winner of Group D. Umisho and Tiger Pop, of course, not out of it yet. They are auto qualified into the LCQ, so they have one last opportunity to get into that top 8.
Dude, what a way to deliver here. Oh my god, between Grand Blue earlier in the day, those early stages of groups in Guilty Gear, Group C delivering massively, and then Group D, a powder keg waiting to go off. This is just oh my god, dude. I'm gonna wake up the neighborhood.
And this next group,
being up screaming like this on East Coast time, the neighborhood's waking up with me, brother.
Yeah, I already apologized to everyone in my household. I told them, you know, no, we ain't whispering. I'm screaming. All right, this is too exciting. And this next one is gonna be crazy as well. Group D, of course. When we get into Group D to talk more about the players, it is gonna be a bit of a smaller group, only 3 players instead of 4. Unfortunately, Zondo was unable to make it to the Arc World Tour finals. Our heart goes out to Zondo. We hope to see him at even more future events, but it is going to be an absolute slugfest with the characters that we have there.
Yeah, cannot wait to see how it turns out, but luckily we will not have to wait very long at all. Group D coming up very soon. Group C was absolute cinema. Please do not be late. Group D coming very soon.
This is how we will proceed. Hold nothing back!
For justice!
Be decisive, and your soldiers will move with similar purpose. How enlightening. I expect justice. Now strike. Laksana. Stand with your soldiers and never falter.
No two competitors are the same. Some run on routine for the chance to win big.
Well, well.
Some make time to rise through the brackets. Some lock in with confidence. However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of competitor. PlayStation Tournaments. Sign up today on PS5.
And we are back to the ARC World Tour Finals, day number 1 in Seoul, South Korea. It's already been 3 incredible blocks with all of these different stages, and we have 1 more to go. 3 more players to battle it out in the round robin to see who makes it into top 8 winner side of finals. My name is King Jobber, of course joined by my brother Proxy, and we are ready for another ride and even more matches.
Bro, and this one is about to be volatile and quick. As we said, only 3 players in this one, so the matches are going to go by in a hurry, so do not blink. We've got a couple amazing matches and some extremely consequential matches coming up too, because these are 3 players that wherever they land in this bracket could potentially do some massive damage. We'll get to those players in just a moment, but again, thank you to everybody who is up early or up late, depending on how you are. We have the yin and yang here. I'm up late, Jobber's up early. He's a responsible adult, but appreciate everybody who is sticking with us here. It is ready for some more Guilty Gear action as we close out day 1 here with Group D. And again, our 3 killers. It is Red Ditto, Tatuma, and Leffen to be able to battle this one out.
Yeah, these are gonna be some wild matches. Of course, Red Ditto, your current reigning and defending ARC World Tour champion, coming through with that incredible run, that incredible performance last year. But Tatuma and Leffen, absolutely incredible heavy hitters. Tatuma known for the soul. Leffen, of course, very famous on the Happy Chaos. Not quite too certain what he's been playing these days because he has a deep bag of characters. So we'll see who he's going to pull out depending on the matchup.
Yeah, definitely multiple places we could potentially go here, but we'll just have to find out when we get there. Extremely excited to get to see Red Ditto back on the sticks once again. Coming off of, like you said, being able to be our champion last year. And last year, specifically being able to qualify through the LCQ and being able to choose their spot, and they picked themselves the perfect group, lined themselves up for the perfect possible trajectory to be able to take that championship here. So being sorted out themselves this time and not being able to make a fantastic strategic decision to be able to potentially catapult themselves forward might be a little bit different here, but with the type of gameplay they have been able to bring to the table last year as well as throughout this season, it will not be a surprise at all to see them go extremely far in this weekend.
He also, can't forget, one of the other players who has already qualified into top 8 winner side is Jack, and Red Ditto is a player who consistently is able to take down Jack. I think Jack is the favorite for a lot of people, but Red Ditto has proven to be his kryptonite time and time again. So we'll see if Red Ditto can make it into that top 8 winner side. We might be seeing a heated rivalry reigniting once again.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't even have the eggs yet. We're counting chickens, bro. There's a lot of scary stuff still straight ahead of us, and one of the scariest possible things you can have straight in front of you is right here. Tatuma, one of the best Soul players to ever be able to throw it down for us here. A multitude of fantastic performances here. Obviously, Arc Revo was able to go massive and take the victory and come through 14th place on the tour rank. See if that Soul bad guy is able to keep that momentum and potentially be able to stamp ourselves into the winner's side. It'd be nice to be able to just take a day off and rest, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way this guy plays Soul is inspiring. Has really stuck with Soul Bad Guy. You want to talk about character loyalty, right? He has put on incredible performances in every single tournament he enters, whether it's from Evo or to Arc Revo in Senzan, where he was able to get that first place spot, right?
Yeah, I like to think that the way he plays Soul is the way that Soul Bad Guy would
Even
want
the smallest
Soul played,
pebble
you know?
can trigger a
If he
rock
was going to
slide.
see himself playing a video
Ignore
game, I
at your
imagine that
peril.
Tatua's playing it exactly the way that he would envision himself being piloted. So, you know, it's the perfect energy. In my headcanon, he has his blessing.
Look, Soul has that win quote back in Exert. He says, strategy, planning, I just keep hitting stuff till it stops moving.
That's the sentiment. That's the dream.
But it is going to be the Rambo Paul Valentine, of course, up against the Soul Bad Guy. And this matchup is definitely not in Soul's favor, right? Soul does struggle with characters who have decent zoning tools or who have longer range normals who can kind of keep him out of that boxing range. And having to deal with the rock and with the different sword tosses is going to be a challenge for Soul to get around.
I point this out every time I watch Tatuma play, but it's just a thing that's always been very interesting to me. Tatuma takes a sip of water before he plays and holds the water in his mouth.
Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated the entire set. And they were just, I thought this was a butt check for a second, but they were just going at it.
Nah, straight away, looking for the air-to-air. Ends up getting a pretty decent little jump in there. Thought maybe it was going to be the DP or the 6P instead. We're going to lose out on the sword, but keep control of the corner.
Oh, nice escape there, too, with the Bandit Revolver. Unfortunately, he's going to have to pay a little bit of tax with his health on the form of that throw.
I was going to say, it's actually kind of ridiculous here. Moving up the brackets as now was trying to go for the swing. Nice connection as the falling JK ends up solving the puzzle of how we were going to be able to string that all together. Max meter, though, for Red Ditto as we BRC forward and immediately take control.
And there's the 6P. Gonna try and get a clean hit DP off of this one there and planting the tombstone with a 6H. Tatuma with the first round.
Quick little dash forward there. Nice just block on the wreck, as well as the dash backwards to be able to secure the punish and force the burst.
His spacing, the use of his back dash too to stay just in range for that bar slash is immaculate here. Nice throw tech, trying to Bandit Revolver right on in to catch you sleeping at the wheel. Another Bandit Revolver, just a little too slow to get that whiff punish.
Oh, and we look for a very aggressive action there. Potentially just oversold on the hit confirm. And straight away, the DP to the opposite side misses out on the potential follow-up pressure, though. It's going to be a quick little swing from Red Ditto as well as the RC to keep that pressure up.
Oh, what a back throw there. Gets the clean hit back here. Oh, you were about to die. Red Ditto recognized the danger, had to spend the burst to stay alive.
Catch up 6P doesn't turn into much. Double swings in a row, not gonna work out. 2K, 2D, and flips past, had to spend the meter. That 2S was gonna connect.
That was crazy, and the far slash connects with a counter hit, able to dash on in for the close slash up in your guts. Tatuma getting game number 1.
That far slash into the close slash, a tail as old as time. All the damage that you possibly can need is right away. It's the far slash into the heavy. That little bit of a gap you're able to leave. Absolutely, it's just Red Ditto, pockets emptied.
And the 2S. Such a good button here for Soul. Particularly it seems in this matchup, Tatuma's been using it a lot. Gonna get the pick up off the Night Raid Vortex into the clean hit Fafnir, clean hit DP. Simple and clean.
2H. Wall break there. DP breaking through, not willing to wait as we try to go for the wild throw. It forces the burst, but it's a touch too far in the far slash commitment there.
Show me the strength
I
of the
respect
crown guard.
the call to try and DP the sword coming right at you. Not going to work out though in the Tuma's favor. Ends up getting tossed back.
Now a connection like that should be just enough. Windshield wipers, PRC forward. Yeah, doesn't even need the OD, the overdrive to be able to actually secure the finish. Round up now, as well as a slight advantage in terms of the resources, but again, every time you throw the sword, it just doesn't compute. I don't have to block that. It's not my job.
Real Soul players know when to send that DP, one of his strongest tools. And again, the backdash into the far slash spacing is incredible, and so is the side swap there off the Night Raid Vortex. Here it comes, Tyrant Rave, putting you straight through the glass.
30 your life still left to play with here, holding the FD, and does manage to make enough space. Now Tuma at this point trying not to lose control of the center stage as we're getting pushed back a bit at a time. There's the DP to equalize.
Ooh. Wow, the PRC into the 6P. Tuma just seems to be able to counter Red Ditto at every single opportunity in this round. And again, backdash, far slash. It is the money maker here for Tuma Proxy.
Even there, you can see 6S, little delay, ends up finding the 2K. But not going to work out. It's going to be a sword explosion. The Morto Botto. Both swords not equipped, so a little bit less damage, but still damage is done as we fall in. Has to use the burst, but there's the air-to-air, an opportunity to blow things wide open.
Oh my god, in Dust We Trust. Breaks the wall for the positive bonus. Big whip from PRC, but goes up to the skies. Yeah, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when for that reversal Mortabato when Ramswell players are sitting on 100 tension.
I did really like the RC into the slowest double jump you've ever seen and still finds the air throw. That was kind of cute. That was pretty good, you know. 1-to-1, a little back and forth between the two. Way to equalize. You can't get too far behind again, as we said, and as we saw in the previous group, Group C, decided by those head-to-heads as well as those game differentials. It is so important to stay ahead of this and not let your opponent get too many extra games, even if you take the victory.
Yeah, but there's an immediate burst from Red Ditto. Didn't want to get sent all the way to the corner. Beautiful 6P picks up with the sword into a full conversion through the wall. Oh,
and we are just
goodness.
Red Ditto is dominating neutral with 5K right now, again and again, just poking out, whether it's actually connecting itself or being able to lead into potential spacing and frame traps. It has been huge, and even there, it kind of sets up for your bigger, more committal normals. You can see, uses the 5K, goes for the dash up. This time it's answered with a DP though.
You're right, it's a great observation, keeping it low risk. But now gonna have to take a risk to get out of the corner here against the Tuma. Going to the skies. Nice dash under into the close slash. Unfortunately, he's unable to get the hard knockdown. Didn't have any tension for the super.
Slice is not gonna get much. Big sword throw, and again, the 5K just be able to push a little bit farther back, but there is a bit of an adjustment on the opposite side. 6P, just listen. Being able to break through, brute force, anything you can do with a chisel, you can get done with a sledgehammer. It just might not be as tiny.
And brute force is the name of the game here for Soul. Have to force your way in with that strike throw game. And the Bandit Bringer jump scare from full screen. Bandit Revolver, I should say. Into a double Fafnir here to break the wall.
Say Bringer, Revolver, doesn't matter. Full Bandit, put it in the bag. Like the little jump away, but the dash backwards forces the burst. Volcanic Viper gets us in trouble.
Oh, able to block in the air thanks to the RC. I love the way that Tatuma is just utilizing the Bandit Revolver here as a neutral skip when you have 50 tension. But unfortunately, no tension to save yourself here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you're skipping neutral if there's no neutral to be said. A quick little open up, gets stuck to the wall, and unfortunately has to just play pure defense. So none of those jump scares, none of those potential creative ways to close the distance matter at all when you're in hit and block stun, unfortunately. As it's now 2-1 in favor of Red Ditto. Duma with an early open up that gets us the resource lead.
And that early burst was important, right? Trying to prevent your opponent's momentum. That's what you're going to see a lot at high-level Guilty Gear, is a lot of these players burst on the first interaction. But here comes the Tyrant Rave.
30 life still up to play with here. Close slash and finds the heavy again. Those late hit heavies have been absolutely massive. Red Ditto is challenging it so aggressively in certain spaces. So being able to have that just a touch of delay is huge when it comes to these block strings.
Oh, but the JH.
I expect justice.
Nice. What
Now
a conversion.
strike.
Get the DP to push all the way to the corner. This is actually better that it doesn't break the wall, right? The Duma able to maintain a little bit more offense, get even more damage on the board.
Oh my
These
God,
lessons
the
are
burst.
certainly
It
a
must be my
change of
birthday.
pace.
Sends him to the corner here. Sword manages to get back, so now fully equipped once again, but not gonna matter with the 2K2D finding the mark. Straight back into the pressure here.
Oh yeah, but Fafnir not going to keep you plus. Great challenge there from Red Ditto with the far slash. Now in the driver's seat, or was in the driver's seat, until Tuma just flips the car upside down.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, we lose control. Not quite enough traction on the drift there. We
Perhaps
spin
one
out.
day I'll
That's
see
a pretty
you
easy
move with
pickup
such
on the other side.
determination,
And either
Luxana.
way, we're going the distance here. It's really good to get those 2 games under your belt, but that head-to-head victory would be massive as Tuma spends the burst very early in Game 5.
Jumping over the rock.
The pieces are laid before you.
Getting
What
that
will you do,
2S.
Luxana?
And getting the burst out of Red Ditto. It's huge. Trade going to allow Tuma to keep the pressure here in the corner. Pick up with the gun flame. That's a cute route.
I love Gunflame. So sick. Anti-airs would go for the 2K, goes for the backdash. Even on the slowdown,
path is
the
clear
PRC
before
actually had
you.
the slowdown, but he didn't care at all. Close slash whiffs, but we able to swing on the way down and make it back to the earth.
Proceed
A
with
chance,
tact.
but that chance is sundered immediately. It is a single round for Mr. Bad Guy to potentially take it 3-2.
Oh no, but the DP is gonna whip, leading to a massive opportunity here for Red Ditto, which he is gonna capitalize on. Nearly 50% of Tuma's health bar already gone.
Far Slasher whiffs out for the poke, it's working out. 1, 2, and 3 off the Rekka. Still
Show
has
me
meter,
the strength
plenty
of the
meter.
ground
Not gonna
guards.
matter with the DP though.
Oh, the 5D connecting. Final game, final round between these two.
Well done. Remember,
Full burst going into
history
this.
is only as useful as the lessons it teaches.
Tuma trying to prove you don't need long arms to box God as long as you can get close enough.
And there, that little flip almost works out. 2K2D, and finally the wild throw is activated. We went for it earlier. Unsheathed it one last time.
Oh, nice! With the just event in the air into the throw for the punish.
And the delay in the 6S, so sick, is waiting for the burst. When does it happen? It doesn't. The far slash connects and gets pushed out.
And an immediate burst right back to Tuma, building up the tension, not quite enough to RC to take it.
And Red Ditto, just like that. Oh no, it's all that is this! But would you DP with your life on the line? Don't ask that question, you already know his answer. It's 3-2 in favor of Tatuma.
Soul Bad Guy. Wow, what a Hail Mary DP there. I think if that DP was blocked, you might have actually just died. So putting it all on the line, Tatuma getting the first victory here in this group.
Situations like that, if you're willing to be brave enough, are so crucial. Unbelievable way to end the first set of group. Tatuma.
Immediate burst right back to Tuma, building up the tension, not quite enough to RC to take it.
And Red Ditto, just like that. Oh no, it's all that is this! But would you DP with your life on the line? Don't ask that question, you already know his answer. It's 3-2 in favor of Tatuma.
Soul Bad Guy. Wow, what a Hail Mary DP there. I think if that DP was blocked, you might have actually just died. So putting it all on the line, Tatuma getting the first victory here in this group.
Situations like that, if you're willing to be brave enough, are so crucial. Unbelievable way to end the first set of Group D. Oh my God. Like I said, just to circle back, if Soul Bad Guy got to watch people play him and was going to co-sign one person as the definitive player to be able to map out that playstyle, I think we have our man.
It's the way that he is able to be so patient and then immediately just pounce, right? Pounce into explosive offense. The constant backdashes into far slash. It's the in and out, right? Far slash moves you slightly forward. So it's almost like a little auto-timed shimmy in a way. Super cool to see the way that he plays this character. But, you know, he is not guaranteed to get out on winner's side yet. There's still 2 more matches remaining. He is already back up on the sticks to be going up against Leffen next. And then, of course, we are going to be having Leffen versus Red Ditto.
Now, as we said, 3 players in this group, so it is a very short block coming up with our little bit of delay here before these 2 players get into it. And this is the double-edged sword, again, of having to play the back-to-back here. Coming off of that, your heart's got to be pounding here. How do you re-regulate after having such a terrifying situation come to fruition right in front of you? Even if you came out on top, like, that just spends so much of your mental, like, gas mileage, right? Like, how do you...
Yeah. I mean, the thing here, though, is Tatuma is now just fighting to get into top 8, right? If he wins this, because of the shorter number of players, again, unfortunately, Zondo unable to make it. We send our hearts out to Zondo. Much love, incredible player, great guy. Hopefully, we get to see him going forward to other events. But if Tatuma wins this, that's it. That's 2-0, right? No other player in this group is going to be able to match that.
Say would immediately be locked in here as the challenger to potentially be able to stop that path from coming to fruition is going to be Leffen. As we said, coming in 11th place on the tour rank, had a pretty decent season for themselves. Consistency is key to be able to lock in a position like that. Expecting probably that happy chaos, but as we said, we've seen a couple characters from Leffen across the life of the game here, but generally is the type of player who likes to just stick to what's strong, which, I mean, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when there's so much money on the line, right? You pick what helps you win, and if that's going to be happy chaos, then that's the route you're going to go.
We've seen that character have a great amount of success time and time again, so not a surprise at all. But again, coming off the back of, like, imagine being in the crowd and you watch the end of that set and then you know that that's who you have to play. He's warming up the DPs already on the stage, bro. How can you not be nervous?
Gotta practice them on both sides. Hold on.
Oh, it's too fire. I want to say again, huge shouts and thank you to everyone who is up early or up late, sticking with us here as we are continuing to rock through the Arc World Tour. Make sure you are tuned in all weekend.
A reminder that one's plans never go unnoticed.
For us to be observing
Prepare
across
yourself
a multitude
accordingly.
of fantastic games. Obviously, we had a lot of Grand Blue Fantasy versus earlier in the day, as well as all of these group stages being able to finish up for Guilty Gear Strive. We are just at the tail end now. This has been a power pack. I've been glued to my seat all day long, bro. All night long, excuse me.
Check out the Arc System Works social channels. They have posted the time zones also for the tournament in every single time zone you could imagine. So if you want to figure out when it starts at your local time, please go check out their social media pages. You will be able to find that information because we want you to be locked in, glued to your seats just like we are as we jump into this match.
Major implications on the rest of the Arc World Tour finals here in one set coming up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to apply the curse there, but blocks the DP, blocks the burst. Download, potentially from watching that earlier set, maybe has that number.
That's always the disadvantage of going first, right? Is that the opponent gets to watch your habits, but we're sending out the Volcanic Viper just a little too far away, though, for that wild throw. And it looks like Leffen with the Deus Ex Machina is going to be able to take the first round.
We saw that same thing in the last set, though. Went very, very early for the wild throw there to try and plant the seed of the idea, make that command throw be something in your opponent's Rolodex of ideas that they're having to deal with defensively. But for now, we're back to that same defensive stuff we've had to deal with before. It is the DP breaking through, and unfortunately, timing of the wild assault there as we DP the roll through.
Oh, and wow, whiff on the bandit bringer, but still able to get the throw. Another Deus Ex. Light him up.
Let's say bang bang, clips empty.
Just kidding, it's full. Jinx! Jinx!
Let's say,
we'll sort that one out.
Yeah, we'll get it later, don't worry. J2K working out, not gonna work out for long though. Tuma gets the quick answer on the other side, not quite enough meter to be able to guarantee the break. The Tyrant Brave, but for now, we're gonna instant air dash out of trouble.
Nice throw tech. Again, just trying to throw out that 2S to catch
Even the smallest
forward.
pebble can
What
trigger
a
a
back
rock
throw
slide.
in the PRC. I
Ignore
love how he
at
just
your
mashed on
peril.
PRC in case it whiffed, right?
Yeah, you know. That, dude, J2K, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Can you explain something?
That button's interesting, but so is that one. 6H too far away though for the 6S to pick up.
Couple of delays, ends up landing. All right. Oh my God, the reversal timing once again. DPs flying everywhere as we continue to try and break through with the far slash. Not gonna matter too much to Leffen. Gets the back throw, gets the reload. Situation looking a bit dire here. Oh my God, for Leffen.
2S. That's exactly what Tatuma was looking for, right? Fishing with that 2S and finally gets Leffen hook, line, and sinker. Can we finish the job here? The command roll through, trying to go for massive mix-up potential here. Tuma somehow able to block all of it.
No focus, no bullets. Yeah, hold W. Closes the distance. That was a really unfortunate situation for the resources there for Leffen. Leffen was trying to play it cool, but there was no focus, no bullets. And Tatuma sees and goes, I mean, you already know.
I think it took Tatuma a second to realize also, right? Because there was a pause, waiting for the gunshot, realizing, oh wait, there's no resources, time to go in.
I was gonna say, you're not, you looked at him and was like, you're not gonna shoot? And he goes, oh, you can't shoot. It's just, oh, burst gets baited once again though. Leffen's sense for the burst baits has been absolutely stellar so far.
Just sending out these DPs. Catching the backdash there with the close slash as well. A little bit of hesitation to try and bait out the burst, but still gonna get the wall break.
Love the aggressive action there. It's pulling gun. Unfortunately, ends up with a dropped combo here. No bullets up in the chambers. The DP finds the mark. Leffen feels like he needs to make a move, but he makes the wrong choice, unfortunately. That or Tatuma is just dialed in. It's a huge read on the bait there. As again, a game and a round. Tatuma's halfway to victory.
That round, that drop was round losing there for Leffen, right? If you got the pickup, you were absolutely going to get the carry to the wall with the Deus Ex and close it out. But now you're eating a Tyrant Rave and Tatuma. The momentum is building in his favor.
Yeah, it's a snowball roll. Soul players, this is the energy that they live for. Charge dust, extra damage, situation, hella dire. I think on the wall stick, it's just enough. The damage is unreal as it's 2-0 now.
The clean hit Fafnir is nothing to scoff at, Prox. One of the coolest additions to Soul's kit in Strive. Basically just, you know, we got grounded sidewinders.
Listen, oh, you need some time. Good God, with one more, if Tatuma was to win this one game, that would guarantee the winner's side spot. And the other two would have to just battle it out to see who is going to be able to secure the potential second side. As Tatuma remembers, I gotta hear the game. Headphones back on.
Get untangled too. You got time, the Eagle's flying.
Let's say tighten up, come on.
Right, getting the headbutt. Oh, low altitude bandit bringer. Oh, this is a mauling.
Go forward. Focus is in a weird position now, able to put the gun away just in time. Burst to hold the resources as that slash connects. Whatever slash normal it is, it's always good enough. Unfortunately, after the 2D is blocked, we're gonna have to spend the RC, but again, it's the same situation as the set prior. Goes for the wild assault, or the wild throw, excuse me, crazy early in the set. Unsheathes it late for guaranteed
Now
success.
strike.
It is set point.
Yeah, let you know that it's an option, but they give you just enough time to forget about it. But now Leffen still in this Deus Ex Machina, gonna break the wall, get the hard knockdown, putting Leffen in a very strong position here with full bullets.
I'm shining bright.
Block. Just 2S out of hit stun, Jobber.
Look at the damage on this, though. All of these close slashes goes for the wild assault into
I
a
expect
6-8.
justice. Now strike.
Point as we dash away, gets away from the 2P here. Opportunity, we've seen that DP a couple times in these last second situations. Please be careful.
Cool. Face down with the throw. Gold burst gets blocked. Leffen
Remember,
out of defensive
history is
options,
only as
still has
useful as the
access
lessons
to 50
it
tension, but
teaches.
it's not gonna be enough. Planting the tombstone once again to Tuma, guaranteeing his spot in top 8 winners.
And you saw, gets aggressive with the revolver, goes for the low after a delay. Again, in my opinion, that is another symptom of that wild throw getting shown off. The second that Commando hits, gets the throw on the interaction, the next one on that little bit of a delay, it's enough to seal the deal and sell the mix-up. So strong. Tuma coming in, playing absolutely ridiculous here, guaranteed success. But now we have to see who is going to be able to potentially make it and not have to head to the LCQ. It is Leffen and Red Ditto in our final match of these groups.
This is crazy, all coming down to this. It has been a long day one, but what a way to close it out with these two monumental players. Again, Red Ditto, your current reigning, defending ARC World Tour champion. If he can't take down Leffen, that means he's gonna have to make a repeat of last year, win through the LCQ, and then come on top, right?
But again, that was one of the big stories of Red Ditto's rise in last year's ARC World Tour Finals, was he was able to take the victory in the LCQ, was able to pick his group and selected the perfect group, as he is one of the best players on the planet, which to touch into this matchup too, this guy is very good against Happy Chaos. Let's keep it a buck. He has a ton of research, ton of experience and reps in the matchup, playing against Jack as well as other North American Happy Chaos players when they were when there were more players of them trying to break into the top, right?
And that's why he chose the group last year with the most Happy Chaos players in it.
He said, listen, when Cola asked him, he was like, hey, well, why'd you pick that group? And he said, you already know. Come on, dog. He said, come on, man.
And he's going to be going up against another Happy Chaos here, of course, with Leffen. So let's see if all that knowledge, all of that experience that Red Ditto has been able to build up against this character is going to help him get second place in this group to move on to the extra stage, to have an opportunity to qualify in the loser side of top 8. Because the winner of this is going to go on to face Daru Ino for that loser side spot.
That is a terrifying prospect, man. There are two paths ahead of you. One of them is the entirety of the LCQ, and the other is Daru Ino. And honestly, they feel like equally difficult tasks to have to potentially be able to accomplish from just the pure level of gameplay we saw from Daru Ino a little bit earlier on. But for now, it is the final match of these group stages. Group D's conclusion straight ahead. We are a touch away from the die being cast and knowing our future for early tomorrow.
Stand
it's time
with
to
your
get it rolling.
soldiers and never
Red
falter.
Ditto and Leffen.
All right, able to secure the throw early on, just going for those J2K mix-ups.
Hardly a threat at all in
Doesn't want
the
to fire
end.
that last bullet without getting something for it. Has to use the wild assault there to be able to get that one extra in the chamber as we tap the dust and secure the victory. Deus Ex as the clip's empty.
And a great first round there for Leffen.
Hey, safe and simple strike though. Sometimes that's all you need is we take the gunshots, make it to the corner here. Opportunity once again. We try to set up for the same situation. They don't have a good answer that time, but unfortunately can't follow up with more follow-up questions. It's straight back through the wall as a third of our life is left to play with.
Yeah, and Leffen starting off really strong too, coming right off of feet, right? This is what we talked about earlier with Nitro, being able to bounce back from a loss. Already getting a quick game number 1.
Yeah, throw potentially. Let's see. Strike throw. What else can you say, man? Don't go to the well on that one. Looking very, very strong here. Game on the board for him as he closes the distance again once the curse is applied. He continues to do a great job here with the roll pass.
This is kind of troubling.
Another Deus Ex Machina. Call that one the Deja Vu Machina. You're going to see it a lot. Oh, big whiff on the J2K, though. Massive opportunity. Red Ditto actually taking advantage of it.
Ooh, and a quick shot to be able to connect here. Pulls the gun one more time. Unfortunately, the combo doesn't go fully his way, but it's not going to matter with a connection like that. Picking up the pieces. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Even when the combo drops, you have to be ready for any situation.
The defense, though, from Red Ditto, able to put out that 2K as well to stop the offense from Leffen, but can't seem to get it started. Has just been stalling.
The string didn't work out. Ends up taking the shot after the roll pass here. That roll, again, feeling unblockable, but the 2K2D at least opens it up for now.
Pick up there, part flashing to the Daru. Biggest confirm we have seen yet here from Red Ditto, getting that knockdown through the glass.
And it's been hard to get started here as the throw comes through one more time. It's going to be an RC and a dream. No chance Leffen even considers spending the resources there as Mortabotto best super. Sets us up again, round apiece now. A must win, I feel like, for Red Ditto. If we go down 2-0, I don't really know if you're going to be able to have the juice to make this comeback.
I mean, if anyone can do it, Red Ditto definitely can, but it's not a position you want to be in. You don't want to cross that Rubicon, that point of no return.
Jackson with Rebecca forces the burst here. Little delay. I thought for sure it was an air throw. Instead, it's a back throw from Ditto on the ground.
No super here to break the wall, so it's right back to neutral, which could be difficult against Chaos, but instead, the far slash is going to connect, wiping the bug off the windshield.
I was gonna say a little bit more of a splatter than a wipe, but I do respect it. Oh man, and equalize is so important. You do not want to put yourself into a position where you need to win 3 straight here. As now gonna double up on the lows. It's gonna be that strike throw once again for Leffen. That's where all our mileage in the mix-up feels like it's coming from. That and the roll through.
Patience here from Red Ditto. Gonna have to burst to try and not get stuck into the corner. But the running into the 5K, Happy Chaos with some best-in-class normals. And Leffen gonna be able to secure that hard knockdown.
A little hezzy, ends up taking the shot. That's all you're gonna need here. Plenty in the chamber to take the finish here. Once again, Leffen halfway to victory for the second time. Does not matter too much for Red Ditto as the dash up headbang is able to secure the victory there in the footsies.
Oh, into the back throw. J2K for the pickup. Doesn't go coast to coast, actually. Now, pressure up in the corner, able to secure the throw into the gunshot, immediately into the Deus Ex Machina to lock out the burst. Great ring awareness, as you say in pro wrestling there, from Leffen. Prevent Red Ditto from having the option to burst.
Yeah, I was gonna say, pull him towards the middle, don't let him get his foot up on the rope. I like that headbutt once again, finding the mark here as we curse and roll past.
Oh, big whip on the throw though, and Red Ditto was already in the
justice.
air pressing a button.
Now strike.
Couldn't get the punish proxy.
We roll past again. Plenty of meter. Bullets, only one left. Yeah, just take the reload. Cut it short.
Calm down, Lasama.
Yeah, I mean, not only you're getting the reload, you're getting the hard knockdown, the positive bonus. That is a win in every single scenario here for Leffen. Blocking the 5D, but you can't block forever. Or maybe you can. Never.
Oh my god, and the resources were toast. Had to go for something big and ends up making it work here. Red Ditto on the cusp of having to go through the LCQ. Situation is dire, but this is a great way to start this guy, at least in the round. Potential comeback.
Hold the patience. There's the burst again. Red Ditto actually just bursting on block this time, trying to really force some kind of offense. But that's been the story of this matchup, has been how difficult it has been for Red Ditto to get that engine started.
Down to the wire now with plenty of meter to potentially show for it here, but that is not the start you want to see. All down to the wire as we try to go for the reversal super. RC's back and forth. Levin gets the hit.
Into the Deus Ex Machina, and this should be enough of the extra wall break damage, Proxy.
And of course, dude, with the shatter, it certainly is enough. Oh, Leffen able to secure victory as Red Ditto, unfortunately, headed straight on out, has to go through the LCQ. It's a tough one here as he's qualified for those extra matches tomorrow.
Just shows how crazy the competition here is in Guilty Gear Strive. 5 years of this game, 5 years of players just grinding and training to get to this point. And Red Ditto has found himself right where he started last year, right? Is he going to be able to do it again? Make it through that LCQ and win the whole thing? We'll have to find out when we get to that LCQ.
And I was gonna say, just to go back to the thing to highlight from this group, I do believe Tatuma, a man who will DP with his life on the line. The situation matters not. There is not an ounce of fear in his heart as he marches through undefeated, securing the position in the winner's side, the 75% game differential. A massive victory for Tatuma to be able to secure that one.
Stand with your
So bad,
soldiers
guys,
and
where he
never
deserves to
falter.
be in the winner's side.
That's right, main character energy indeed. So with that, we do have our top 8 winners side completely rounded out. Proxy,
Well,
Tatuma,
well.
of course, making it in there with such a strong performance, a mainstay in every single major offline tournament with this so bad guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be cannot wait to see how the matches turn out there as we get into that final bracket. But before we get into that final bracket, obviously, even with these players already in there and ready to go, the extra stage is
The path
set.
is clear before you.
And of course, these extra stage, these are going to be best of 5 matches between these players. It is going to, of course, be Daru Ino up against Levin and Yamashita up against Keishu Watamu. Winner of those 2 matches is going to qualify into loser side of top 8, with the final 2 spots being given to our last chance qualifier players.
It's so exciting to see that die is cast. Everything is coming together a little bit at a time here. That top 8 bracket getting closer and closer. Obviously tomorrow, though, a full day of housekeeping as far as getting our players ready to go. The extra stage is starting early, and then LCQ top 6's top to bottom. It is going to be an incredible day of action of fighting games for us here. When we actually do get started, I believe is going to be early Korean time. Make sure, again, as Jobber said, check out the social media for Arc System Works to be able to get those conversions for the time zone so you are not late.
And don't forget, too, it'll all culminate on day 3 with the top 8s to crown all of our champions, as well as, some special announcements and the Arc World Tour special live. For the people who are in Korea, they do get to enjoy that live concert performed by the Guilty Gear music team along with Naoki.
That's gonna be absolutely fire, dude. So jealous, but so blessed.
Show me the
to be able to
strength
get to
of the
be
Crown
involved with
Guards.
this in the slightest. The group stages for every single title today, Grand Blue as well as Guilty Gear Strive, delivering about as good as it possibly could. And tomorrow is just gonna be even more of the same, even more action. I cannot wait, bro. I'm freaking out.
We have a lot of good stories going into tomorrow and leading into these top 8s, but Day 1 has been phenomenal for every single game. Can't wait to see how Day 2 is going to shake out. Can't wait to see, of course, who we're going to crown for our Arc World Tour champions. Those LCQs are going to be insane because with those extra stages, by the way, the players that don't qualify into top 8 losers, they also get entered immediately into the LCQ. So they still get that other chance, that last chance to qualify into the top 8 of the Arc World Tour Finals.
And that last truly final chance, by being able to qualify yourself into these group stages, you have earned the right to potentially have, by the graces, be able to have some kind of chance to be able to re-qualify. That is going to be so sick to get to see another chance for some of these group stage competitors who have been incredible to potentially make it into the spot. That is how cool, man.
And shoutouts to all of our commentary teams as well. The Korean commentary team holding it down, of course. Proxy, great
Effort
to do
is
these
not
couple
always rewarded.
of blocks with you, these
But that
couple
does
of
not
stages.
excuse one
and
from
we will
trying.
both see you all in the next stage as well to see who is going to round out this top 8 on the loser side. So that's going to be it for us and it for Day 1 of the Arc World Tour Finals. We will see you tomorrow.
So excited to just be, right?
Stand
Gonitz,
with your
of course, being
soldiers
a
and
JT
never
Grand
falter.
representative, one of the best to ever do it, and you know, beat Jing and JF on the way here. So actually took out the you know, extra stage competitor, you know, to make it into this losers quarter side up against Space. So we're gonna be seeing the Cagliostro as well beat rookies to get over to losers quarters, the UFA champ versus fighting champ and crossover champ as well. So I'm super excited to see it.
Yep, this is going to be another match of new territories, actually, as these players have not faced each other in a bracket until now. So there's not going to be in that deep level mind games or anything like that.
Kind of in the mid screen in terms of Belial 2M is like, okay, you set these seals that I don't.
Not even, you know, like reacting to that clash. Not sure if you can actually cancel out of that fireball once you clash with it, but either way, full confirm.
You go ahead and block that Wreck-It 3 on reaction, and those lows open you up for free. I like this from Summit, not forcing anything, willing to give Tiger Pop their space in order to let them try to walk themselves into a corner.
And even there, who tries to go for the throw, ends up not working out in the slightest as the backdash. BRC gets the connection, but still alive even after the Alpha Blade.
Not enough wall health, things could get dangerous, but even with a PRC, the close slash connecting, and all of a sudden it's all tied up here, Proxy.
Down to the wire here as things can be decided in a hurry. A lot to go through now as game 5 begins, and off the rip is able to slide straight in. Unfortunately, doesn't get anything
Stand
for it.
with
Is
your
now Summit gonna have
soldiers
priority.
and never falter.
Try to go for 2S, doesn't quite find it. 2P, not going to be an effective anti-air. Want to try to catch some sort of delay, but now Summit has caught Tiger Pop on the ropes once again.
A trade and baits out the DP. We have been ridiculous when it comes to it here. Unfortunately, now he's gonna have to stance, unstance, but with the jealousy in the corner, we were in a different zip code when that Beta Blade comes out.
Summit again, so willing to let it rip. So far, freeze frame gives Tiger Pop a little bit of time on what to think about, and once again, Summit with the matchup knowledge just getting out of the way of these 2S's.
I was gonna say, it has been a masterclass on baiting these anti-airs for sure. Is now off the key grab. We're actually able to get the connection here. Still not enough to kill, but the jealousy might be able to set us up for it.
So the trade going in the favor of Summit. What will he be able to do with him? Still 50-meter, wanted a YRC, but Tiger Pop not going to give it to him.
And PRC that actually turns into nothing here as we dash up. I thought for sure we were going to look for the throw. Instead, it's the Alpha Blade. And even after the
Now
jump block here, we're going to
strike.
have the PRC into the low. It is potentially the final round now.
Summit has flipped this game completely on its head. right now has Tiger Bomb in the corner. What could potentially be the last time they are going to give Tiger Bomb a fighting chance. It sure does. This throw could lead to something devious. Let's see what it is.
Absolutely sick on the reposition there. J2K has been mostly successful. Now we're going to look to set up the rope, but again, the delay this time doesn't commit.
Can't lie, clutch my pearls there on the burst just a little bit. Tiger Pop has been baiting those all night.
Dude, for the qualifying
like a
spot for
strategist
one of
for
our
once.
2 remaining spots in his final game, final round, and right off the rip was looking for the JP as we try to approach on the rope. Nice knockdown.
Oh no. The DP punish with meter. Gotta find it again. Oh my gosh, the Reka? Catches Tiger Pop on the overhead this time. Tap dust, and now Tiger Pop doesn't have any more jealousy gauge to their name.
But utilizes that last little sliver just to get a little bit more aggressive here. BRC, the backdash into the overhead is so sick. It's gonna be a wall break again, and one more chance for Tiger Pop.
One more chance for both of these players. Good YRC, doesn't want to give Tiger Pop a single chance. That's plus now, you can't do anything about it. What's it gonna be? Goes for the low, grabs Tiger Pop. This won't kill here even with the 2D. Catches the backdash, and Summit is gonna qualify for the ARC World Tour Finals top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive.
A very aggressive choice there with the 5K on the dash up. I love the decision. As soon as you saw that OTG not get the kill, you have to recenter yourself using the clone to a great effect to be able to keep the lockdown there, and knowing that Tiger Pop is going to want to make a move. In a moment like that, especially as an ABBA player, you cannot let the chip be dictating the pace. So you know, whatever you go for, you need to be ready for some kind of aggressive action on the other side, whether it's a backdash, a mash, or anything in between. And Summit, so prepared.
Cool, calm, collected. From what it seemed from game 3 onward, you see, you can't learn that in the lab. You got to just go through the ringer time and time again. And after looting him for every season, we finally get to see a finals featuring Summit.
Super well deserved. So a very nice story to be written there as we get deeper into the bracket. For now though, Tiger Pop, again, a similar situation, 1 game away from the potential of their destiny, that top 8 tomorrow. But for now, we've got to go down to losers quarter.
I expect
Gobo and
justice.
Andros, as well as
Now
Unisho and
strike.
Sonicon. Some incredible stories to be written here in the lower side of our top 6.
Stories have already been opened up, and the pen is already going proxy. Gobo and Andros already played on the winner's side of the bracket. Gobo pulls out the Zato and takes the set. And now we're going to see the run back.
Do you think it'll be Zato again? Do you think that's the vibe? I mean, if you've already been able to show it once, potentially just with what works, but I mean, that's, I guess, one of the big fears of playing against a player like this, right? Having the multiple character threats at really any time. Like, how do you prep for a player like that?
Yeah, I mean, especially in Guilty Gear, such a character loyalist heavy game. I mean, rewards hours upon hours on these characters, but the talent from Gobo allowing him to pick up,
Because I was like,
over the was incredible. Peter,
block there, but unfortunately can't block forever. The oppose, and
perfect answer coming out here. Gets the tap dust as well, but this is such a bad position for Gobo. Potemkin has so much meter. Gets the backdash perfectly. Will we see a burst from Andros? Wants to try to close this one out. Big answer, Kai. Of course. Will we see the tap dust? And we do. Had so many different ways to go with that one. The tap dust is going to be what closes this one out. And the first point on the board is going to go to the Spanish pot.
I was gonna say, getting Zato with some
nothing
tech
back.
of his own there. That tap does so strong. Normally something that you see in the toolbox for that Zato a little bit more often. But you know, Potemkin obviously able to be successful when he needs to be. Obviously has a very strong load, which helps sell that in the later stage of the round.
I know a lot of pop players complain about that 2K, but in those open scenarios, pretty much guaranteeing you the hard knockdown always shows serious.
Absolutely. Okay, so full Eddie gauge to be able to rock it out.
Remember, History is only as useful as the lessons it teaches.
Able to get the amorphous as well. Max damage, max gauge, and look at this health bar from Andros.
And unfortunately, there's
Stand
not
with
much
your
to look at
soldiers
here. Just
and
gonna hold
never
on to the verse.
falter.
No reason to try and be a hero. It's a perfect on the other side as we answer back in a hurry. It's a 2D round start. Doesn't get much, but I love the idea.
No, the flick taking out Eddie and Zato
These
as well.
lessons are certainly a change of pace.
Game with no tools to your name, literally just walking him down the fear that this character is able to impose, and Andros is able to take full advantage.
Amazing tech there, and that ends up working out again. I thought maybe we were gonna try and go for the anti-air. Ends up just letting it chill though. A little bit scary as we block the tap dust.
I thought Heat Knuckles for sure in the cards, tried to go for the reversal buster, but Gobo sniffs it out immediately.
Oh, and finally ends up sneaking in with the command throw here, has the meter, and immediately goes through for the cancel to try and keep the pressure up. Burst still available as we try to armor through. The brute force has just not been effective.
Trying to catch Gobo lacking, says absolutely no chance, goes for the oppose. That would have been real scary. The Buster got it. Good block so far, but you can't block everything, and you especially can't block that damn Fang. Gobo hits Andros with a bit of his own medicine with the command grab to tie it up.
Dude, and I feel like the big adjustment has just been we've been so much more ready for a lot of these aggressive armored options to be able to try and break out of the pressure here. We've been structuring specifically around trying to go for the hammer fall, trying to go for the command throw. Everything in between has just been rendered relatively ineffective here in the early stage of game 2. Is now game 3 looking to be more of the same. Gobo says, I don't need Eddie. That's just that's bells and whistles.
This is kind of
That is
troubling.
crazy. So I can do it with or without Eddie. Still apply that belt. I'm gonna still apply that damn Fang.
Uh-oh. Doesn't matter how many good reads you have, though. This is how fast a round could potentially go astray. It's going to be a wall break here, and one more chance. 50 meters still in pocket.
First out from Andros this time. Yeah, Caillou bursted and you're still in the corner. There we go, good backdash. Should be able to pick it up. Oh no, Invite Hell not connecting there.
Oh, and this time is able to utilize the oppose. Last time we saw that exact situation, we went for the 6P, but this time a little bit of an adjustment here that ends up working out perfectly.
Gobo has been utilizing every single tool that this character has to offer. We've only been here for a few rounds so far, and I feel like I've seen every single move from Zato.
Here's the through, misses out, but again, the timing on that mix-up is so good. Second time in this sequence that we whiffed the commando, but the frog has perfectly covered our spacing there. Uh-oh.
You got no idea to save you. You got a YRC, but YRC he gets pot. So scary. What good is 100 meter if you can't do anything with it but find the use case out of the blue there with the BRC?
Oh my god, it doubles up with a quick aggressive actions there, utilizing the RC just to unstick from the wall and extend the confirm. Oh, still in this and now firmly in the driver's seat here.
Gobo ceiling with all of the characters that he plays is just so impressive. Using people spending their entire lifespan of this game trying to master Zato, and even with a few more characters in the back pocket, still showcasing all the potential of this character.
My god, is able to blow up the attempt there as we look for the 6H. 6P as we see the 2S start up again. Very good options here as the frog keeps the lockdown, unsummons, and he's able to deal with the flick too. We are just, like you said, this is a masterclass on dealing with the character in the corner, man.
Gosh, you gotta think about how good Gobo is at this matchup. Is it the Fab experience, or is there some other pot, or is Gobo just that good?
Oh, and the commitment to the down back there. Realizes we have the life orb, but this time, unfortunately, he's going to get caught out. It's 2K to try and reset the pressure here, but there it is. Uses the deflect shield to get away from the flick and finds the command throw. All of a sudden, after a strong game one, things are falling apart here. Our Potemkin hero is one away from an exit.
Switching sides with Eddie there in order to land that command grab. Gobo putting on an absolute masterclass, utilizing tools that we just don't see on Eddie anymore.
Looks for the overhead here, gets pushed back out by the deflect shield, unsummons, and commitment with the 6P. Here it is, one more time. Does the deflect shield buy some room?
Buys room, but can't buy you any more Eddie gauge. Andros one good read away, but it's looking like Gobo is one good guess away from advancing in these losers quarters and finds it. We're gonna be seeing Gobo in semis with a fist up triumphant, taking Zato to new heights.
An absolutely ridiculous performance there, and as you said, that is the second time has been able to deal with the matchup there, showing off that Zato, as you said, the use cases for the character to be able to be successful. Incredible performance, but still not done.
Way from advancing.
Looks for the overhead here, gets pushed back out by the deflect shield, unsummons, and commitment with the 6P. Here it is, one more time. Does the deflect shield buy some room?
Buys room, but can't buy you any more Eddie gauge. Andros one good read away, but it's looking like Gobo is one good guess away from advancing in these losers quarters and finds it. We're gonna be seeing Gobo in semis with a fist up triumphant, taking Zato to new heights.
An absolutely ridiculous performance there, and as you said, that is the second time has been able to deal with the matchup there, showing off that Zato, as you said, the use cases for the character to be able to be successful. Incredible performance, but still not done yet. If Gobo was able to qualify, it will take 2 more victories to make it into that final spot for Sunday.
The fact that he already had to go through an Arc World Tour finals qualifier and still isn't done with the run, needs to go through at least one more to try to qualify, just showcases how stacked this LCQ can be.
It's an absolutely unbelievable play, man, as that's going to lead us to our next match, the other side of losers. Oh my god, I am so stressed out already, and we're so early into it. Losers quarters going to continue. Here's Umisho and Sanakan coming up next. Tiger Pop obviously still one away, with Summit already sitting pretty qualified, and at this point you just got to start looking ahead to plan for your first match in top 8 tomorrow. What a good feeling.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, you got to think about it. Even for some of these players here, their competitive run starts today, but you don't want it to end here. You want a chance at that top 8 because, I mean, hey, we already saw it last year. LCQ winner winning the entire thing, especially when the tournaments get this stacked. You have to be one of the best players to touch the game in order to get to that top 8 spot. And of course, when you're fighting other pros, you never know what can happen.
I was gonna say, that is one of the craziest things about this here, is to be in a position where to even be in this conversation, you have to be so exceptionally world class, man. It is what a terror too. And if I'm not mistaken, I need to double check the bracket to make sure for the top 8 here, but isn't it, regardless of who you end up playing, getting into the top 8, if you qualify via the last chance qualifier, you are running into an Eno player, right?
Yes, dude. That is crazy. I mean, the Eno players have come out in full force this bracket. Keishu, Metallic Cake, and Daru all putting in that work. I mean, it's gonna be scary, right? It's like, not only are they the best players in the world, but they are gifted some of the best mix-ups in fighting games right now.
Oh man, but that's not to look too far ahead here. I just was thinking about it. I was like, wow, no matter what you win in the LCQ, it's as King Jobber so eloquently said, it's gonna be battle of the bands for you no matter what. That's gonna be evil. Jesus, man.
All right, though, we got Sanakan, we got Umisho. Umisho gonna be running that chip, and then HC on Umisho's old slice with the HC, but Sonicon, a very loyal man, has taken this character to every level of play, taken down tournaments in Asia, taken down LCQ spots, and as well as final spots as well. I mean, I still think my favorite story about Sonicon was him walking through LA. Shows the determination of this man.
Oh my God. And the follow-up tweets too. Listen, you had to be there, man. Go back and check. I hope they're still up, because that was a hell of an error, bro. That was honestly my favorite story of that weekend, tournament included. I was like, yo, this guy is just no, they don't build him like this anymore. Like, what can you say?
No, I'm saying, I mean, that type of determination preps you for these long tournament runs like this, where you're fighting some of the best in the world, time in and time out, and now you have to continue with a former EVO winner, former qualifier for the Arc World Tour Finals in Umisho.
Here, it seems like the game plan is clear, just trying to beat Umisho to the spot in a lot of these situations. It's been 2K and 2S to try and stifle a lot of these attempted approaches, but Umisho utilizing that BRC for the slowdown as well as that 5K to try and get that entry in when we can.
Umisho does not believe in Sonicon to not burst. You're keeping it burst safe in every sense of the word. This time going for the throw. Haven't seen a real chance from Sonicon just yet, but that IBFD might give him a chance. Umisho, though, denying it immediately.
Once again here, unfortunately, that little dash forward ends up getting caught out. 2K does find the mark this time as we get some more bullets in the chamber, but that is something that we pointed out in the earlier stages. In the group stage, we saw it a ton. When Umisho's rate of DPing, like, doubles, triples when she is below half health. Look for that. It is like, she's so aggressive in the later stages of those life bars.
Good too, because it's another portion of the mental stack. You're never expecting someone, especially on a low health character like Chip, to bet it all on the DP, but that just gives Umisho even more opportunities to catch you lacking.
There, doubles up with 5K. RC drift up obviously as well to be able to get better space for the combo, and that one little drift up is enough to take us all the way to the heavens, and then unfortunately back down to hell. That is game one in Umisho's favor in a hurry.
I mean, Sonicon immediately pressing rematch here, wants to run that back immediately, even after the thrashing that happened in game one. I mean, you have to make some significant changes to the game plan if you want to try to take this game down, and especially this set.
Oh my God, that run up was absolutely devious here. Good patience as well as a great punish on the bonsai. Gets the side swap and is back into the pressure now, but a massive throw tech able to restabilize.
And no. Made away this time again. Umisho already knew that she was going to go for the burst.
And it has just been the battle of the preemptive normals back and forth. I mean, with the dash speed of Chip, you can't blame either player here.
Oh no. And there we go, the steady aim this time getting punished. Trying to find something. You can't YRC that Umisho sending over a reminder. Goes through the Uzumaki barrage, and now Sonicon once again only one hit away from losing this round.
Oh my God, and saw the 5K out there, goes in for the DP, and on the run-up, just 2D to get the stop. Sonicon normally in those situations has been stopping a little bit short with something like a 5K, a 2K, a 2S, something like that. But this time, it was full send, and Umisho had the read.
First. Oh no, the curse! Putting in the work as expected. Deus Ex Machina. Go ahead and give Sonicon all of those bullets back and give Umisho only 10% of her health back after this tap does.
Guess that was about to be pure villainy straight after the BRC. Instead, though, Umisho is able to answer back. Nice routing to go west to east, and is able to get back into the knockdown again.
Chipperone, he wants to be a cowboy. They're taking it all the way to the bank, but Sonicon says it's closed here.
I was gonna say, you walked into a bank robbery trying to rob the bank, dog. He said, listen, finders keepers, I was here first. Quick little refocus, but unfortunately ends up whiffing out as the 2K finds the mark.
This time for Sonicon. Tries to get sneaky there, doesn't have much concentration to his name. Umisho, great punish there with the far slash.
The standards of Demacian precision, utility, and efficiency have been met. Stand with your soldiers and never falter.
Got it.
Next up's gonna look like, oh no, messes it up. Sanakon gonna say, goes for the backdash BRC of his own. Looks like whatever the anti-air was doesn't connect, tries to go for the shimmy, but Sanakon not gonna bite.
Oh my god, and the roll and the delay ends up buying just enough room, and again the footsies win on the 2K2D.
Wants to get some bullets back respectfully, trying to go for the deflect shield, gets mixed up there. Should be enough to kill just yet, has to try to find one more mix-up. Umisho wants no parts of it. 2 Piabare from Sanakon to the 6S to put a bow on that present, takes the game, and once again, Jobber, sorry, excuse me, Proxy.
My god.
Ends up tying it up. Oh,
No, here, listen, it's late night, brother, I get you.
Whew.
If anything, it's an honor. Tries to pull the gun there, doesn't quite work out here. Closing the distance as the 2P again, the challenge timings have actually been ridiculous here.
J8 this time. Sanakon wants to be shown in the corner for good reason. This is well, leaves Sanakon with only 1 bullet. It'll put the gun away in time. Ends up spending the last of the bullets. You gotta try to find your way out with something. Tap dust in neutral, getting real bold here with the neutral options of Sanakon.
That's what I was about to say. You said you gotta find some way to get out of this.
Oh,
And Tap Dust, I did not think was on the menu here, but again, with the RC, he's able to close the distance, just tries to bait something out. That in and out play style, so effective again, is now halfway to victory. Umisho might be able to secure game 3 right off the rip.
Not if Sanakon has anything to say about it. Firm there. However, gets the reload with the Deus Ex Machina. Get some of that focus back as well. Gives Sanakon ample opportunity to try to tie up this round count.
What a beta blade. Close this distance, get the 5K as well as the throw to follow up. Umisho not done yet, still in the round.
If I'm Sanakon, I don't mind this all that much. I mean, Umisho just gave you an opportunity to get so much of that concentration. That goes for the Deus Ex this time.
The reload seems correct. Was much too far away for the roll
A
there. Good
towering
blocks from Umi.
achievement.
Oh, the throw? I guess wasn't expecting that one to land. Oh no! Sanakon goes for the burst with no bullets, no concentration, and now gets thrown. Bad turns to worse.
Yeah, it was a situation where I felt like you felt like you had to make a move, as well as that's a burst that's basically never going to get baited there, because people are just not going to expect you to want to get back to your feet with 0 resources on the table, right? A little unfortunate. Ends up going Umisho's way 2-1 as game 4 presses on. A nice confirm
Show
to
me
get
the
us started.
strength of the
Curse
crown
still applied.
guards.
I like that combo, doesn't want to spend the concentration or that last bullet. I mean, still isn't that much, but at least has all the bullets back for a rainy day.
Right. Well done.
Once again, Uzumaki Barrage, Sanakon once again through the wall, but this time with more resources to his name.
Help you as much on defense. There's the potential for a YRC, but instead we have to just watch our fate come through for us here. It's going to be the maximum chip as we slice on past. I think it is going to be enough, and that is going to be set point now with the resources maxed out for both.
It's the whip, but it's with the gunshot this time. Oh! Rolling and rolling.
I challenge you to find
Catch
a
the
more
back dash.
sophisticated display of craft.
Deus Ex Machina. This time full bullets. Umisho only 1 touch away. Sanakon trying to hang on to life. Oh no!
Demacian innovation knows no
Umisho
bounds.
not sitting still, and Sanakon with the punish.
Both directions whipping out. That's what I was saying. When we get to these lower health totals here, Ubisoft, even on, okay, full health too. Whatever, it's cool.
Sanakon maybe only has like 1 or 2 more gunshots left in the chamber with the concentration. So far, though, Sanakon good blocks. How Umisho try to open him up. She elects to go with the Rekka 2 into 3.
range is 5K, 6P, 5H. A lot of things to be able to cycle through. Not going to matter here. Sonicon's going to find the confirm. Resource management has been a little tight in some of these spots. Is now off the wall break. We're going to have 2 bullets to work with.
Confirm. Sonicon a second chance. And that second chance dwindling though. Might be able to kill Alexi for the mix-up instead. Doesn't. Oh my gosh, we're going to Aragon to their head banging.
It may surprise you, Luxana, to learn that some of the fiercest battles are fought in the council chambers of the royal court. Many of these debates become so circuitous and messy that I find myself longing
It
for
is
the
a
simplicity of
decisive
the
action there as
battlefield.
the cross-up is found. Absolutely ridiculous stuff as we show continuing to roll, and the action not done yet. Might have to switch sides on the stage here, but is going to be still in the action. It is winner stays from this point on as to the home crowd. Gotta give it up for Sonicon, dude. What an incredible performance. It is
Doesn't. Oh my gosh, we're going to Aragon to their head banging. Flex shield. Umisho doesn't have enough concentration, tries to go for the low this time. Umisho good block, one mix-up away and finds it there with the cross-up. JS. Umisho gonna be advancing on in the LCQ.
It is a decisive action there as the cross-up is found. Absolutely ridiculous stuff as we show continuing to roll, and the action not done yet. Might have to switch sides on the stage here, but is going to be still in the action. It is winner stays from this point on as the home crowd. Gotta give it up for Sonicon, dude. What an incredible performance.
Had to put on for his country, the last Korean representative remaining, and definitely showed out.
This leads us though with 2 matches remaining here, as obviously the top 2 players are both qualified for tomorrow, so there will be no grand finals. So think of that losers finals as our grand finals. Semis to come up now as Umisho is in the hot seat and is going to try and continue to roll here. Gobo, a very tough customer to run into.
You now have to deal with 2 of some of the best players in the game, and I mean, Umisho is sitting there like, listen, you're talking about them being some of the best players in the game. Like, I'm the one with the Evo trophy. I'm the one with multiple deep runs in other Arc World Tour finals. Like, you can just never count me out of these sort of things.
I was gonna say, you gotta remember is the types of players, once you're at this point, the pedigree of everyone left in this tournament is genuinely unbelievable here. It is a full-on tournament of champions in the last chance qualifier. Like, the amount of hardware across the top 3 players still remaining in this one fighting to qualify is actually ridiculous, man.
If I'm remembering correctly, I believe that there are somewhere between like 5 and 6 trophies, including 2 Evo trophies between 2 players sitting on the stage right now. Multiple Arc World Tour finals finishes
Now
for both players
strike.
as well. I mean, like as he said, tournament of champions. I feel like even though that title holds these players in such reverence, we are still not even able to come up with the words to describe how good these 2 have been throughout the entire life cycle of Strive.
And that leads us to the final 3 players. It is crazy to think of those 3 names, Gobo, Umisho, and Tiger Pop. Only one of them is going to be able to move on forward, as it seems that Asuka is going to be the choice here. And if Gobo were to win this, I would expect it's going to be Asuka the rest of the way, potentially here. We'll end up seeing what the choices lead us to. But for now,
Perhaps one day I'll see
I hope
you
you paid
move with
attention to
such
geometry.
Luxana.
if you're not, listen, it's about to be a rude awakening, a pop quiz about to be upon you.
Yeah, it's like a pop quiz and a half indeed. You got cubes, you've got spheres, and you've got a man piloting it all. Might as well call him Euclid at this point.
That's fire. Oh god. One of my favorite memories ever
Be
was
decisive,
the Evo crowd
and your
at top 8.
soldiers will move
Listen to
with
people
similar
yell
purpose.
Cube every time a cube popped up on screen because it was just a non-stop flow. Maybe we can have that same energy here. Let's see it. Oh, losers semifinals, winner stays. The hot seat continues here as the burst is spent early. Try and get that chip away.
I mean, you got to think about it. Gobo coming off of a big win of his own, but not warmed up on the Asuka just yet. Meanwhile, Umisho coming into this match with all of the momentum. It should be fireworks, and Umisho's already got the lighter.
I was gonna say, not even waiting for the wick to fully burn it down, just lights it at the source, sets it off on the ground. You hate to see it on that side, at least for the Asuka player. For now, though, is able to find that counter hit and get that send away, trying to get some of this projectile game established while we can.
With the slow staff this time. Very interesting here. Got to figure out what we're pulling out here with the demonic tutor. Looking like it's going to be 2 streamers and a couple of cubes to go with it.
I swear, the sphere is unblockable. It's genuinely not possible to deal with here. As now the continued pressure, utilizing all of that life total to keep that mana high. Full shuffle through as we continue to roll.
Yo, I need a judge here, man. I did not know you could have this many demonic tutors in your deck. What format are we playing?
I was gonna say. My God, you shuffle up and play, it's turn 0, your opponent's like, I think I got it. You're like, all right, man, hold on.
Show me the strength of the Crown Guard.
Well, there though, as we're gonna continue with the Rekkas. Runs out of mana, and that could potentially just be the deciding factor here. He's gonna have to swing out while we can, but it's not gonna help. First has to be spent.
Just the 2K2D off a whiff. Allows Gobo to go ahead and cycle through the cards here once again. One thing I really like about the Gobo Asuka is he's the one to take his time. He's like, I don't mind if I spend the meter. I got to get exactly what I need to make me go through hell.
Oh my God, and this is such a crucial hit here. Look at the suite of cards we have. If Asuka gets away, which is a big if, things could get very dicey.
Coming out this time, gets the extension there off of the tap. Dust, it was going to be plus regardless, but now gets some damage and some cubes to go along with it.
Caught in gravity well. It's too much, has to spend the burst, and gets caught out again!
Oh no, just didn't quite have enough mana with the slowdown in the freeze frame of the BRC. Allows Umisho to go ahead and check that wild assault. So good from both sides with Umisho coming out on top.
That was so, you saw every single frame of the startup of that wild assault. That was such unfortunate timing there, but it ends up working out perfectly in Umisho's favor. My God.
Yeah, I mean, with that BRC, it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of which frame Umisho wanted to see on the win stream.
Truly. I guess with the overhead this time, though. Tries to commit, not gonna work out. Speed things up.
I really like that there. Gets the fate with the Screamer. Sends the yellow cube out to a punish. Once again, goes ahead for the arpeggio. Tries to get tricky there with the teleport back. Wants to try to feint the same side, but this time the overhead is going to be more than enough. We got a good little lineup here. Proxy got the Screamer, got the DP. Not even going to need it, though. The follow with the cubes is more than enough as well.
There's just nothing that can really be done at that point, unfortunately. Now as the 2D into the full send once again, the projectiles continue to rock as the J2K almost finds something. Does manage to cross up and has to spend the burst to keep corner now.
Weird little lineup we got going on here. Slow staff and Dream wants to get rid of that immediately. Mana regen cards are here. Full colors of the rainbow in tow as well. Umisho stopped momentum with the DP. Gobo getting it right back though.
Here's mana, unfortunately, dwindles down to 0 now. A little bit of a delay as we threaten the throw.
Blocks the Rekka 3. Gobo jumps out. Umisho continues this pressure. Goes for the DP. Once again, catches Umisho trying to punish something preemptively. Great 6P there, and should be able to get the kill, but doesn't. Fast staff gives Umisho another shot. We see it here. Jabs out the 5D. Gobo playing so brave so far.
Dude,
My goodness.
The Lord's reversal.
Stand with your
2P.
soldiers
That was
and
a
never
hell of a
falter.
match. The challenges have been absolutely insane, dude.
I'm just thinking about that. So much on the line. Potential for Ruby to go 2-0 and you still are going to toss out that 2B.
Here, mana generating quick as we're able to find the teleport. Decent situation here for Umisho though after the burst.
So far, the time decided to go low. We're trying to block it all, but Chip is just too fast and too furious. The mix-ups are coming in tow at all angles.
Oh my god, and the anti-air so slick. Felt like we had to try and aggressively reposition there, but it gets us in big trouble. Umisho take the game here, game 3. Close to finishing is now the back throw, potentially going to decide the situation. As an air throw to beat the commander. Are you serious?
What a way to take the wind out of the sails of Umisho. Now Gobo's going to try to take this momentum all the way to the bank. Has an arpeggio to try to get some crazy mix-ups going, especially with the teleport. So far doesn't like to spend it. Oh, the teleport into the mid there. Umisho staying really diligent on the blocks, but might have tried to jump, might have tried something. And now Saber going to go ahead and take it all away. Slash coming through. Gobo once again taken around.
I was gonna say that dark magic attack being able to save the day as we get the finish. Backward though, CFTC to try and stuff it out while we can. Reshuffles and now, okay, we've had some pretty decent hands so far. Staff's in kind of a weird spot as we completely destroy the ground here and go into our tutor.
Oh my goodness. Sitting there around the gravity staff. Screamers in yellows and blues, oh my. We're taking so much chip here. Shuffled again. She wants some greens. Wants a mana regen as well.
Right now, the life total just dwindling a little bit too much here. The chip damage really adding up, but it's not going to matter for the chip here once again. The spear, the globe, saving the day. The open up is there. Gobo's 1 game away.
To think that Gobo is 1 game away, but not even from a qualification. 1 game away to be in a spot to qualify.
Yes.
And still such a hard set to try to win, and Umisho right on his tail in terms of the momentum.
Just taking a second to try and think it over here. Reconfirmed and back into the action now. No time to dawdle, dude. We're back in it again. My god. Low damage. Look at the life total. It's 50%. Almost all of it on chip. Here's the tutor.
Oh my god, look at there. Metron's galore so far, blocks the overhead, and now gets a speed staff. Once again, the chip is coming out in drones. Howling Metrons about howling Metrons, this time with the Screamer, and it should be the kill here. My goodness.
I don't know that Umisho made a choice there aside from high and low blocking. My god, unbelievable sequence there. Again, as we look for the jump pass now. Chip finally getting an opportunity to move a bit, but there's the air throw, stifles it so effectively.
That's not going to be a much use for Gobo, but plenty of use for Umisho. But what seems like the first time in a while, Umisho now in the driver's seat and taking full advantage of it. Oh, no mana means he's going to be taking a ton of damage on these hits, but just finds his way out. Gotta go ahead and shuffle the deck. Close out the arpeggio, and now the gravity staff is out.
Question.
Really, truly just has everything they could possibly need. The overhead that comes from the ground, Avian. That tap dust is ridiculous.
Trying to find a way to navigate around these cubes. Good block, not only on the cross-up, but this time on the overhead as well. No, other overhead just got some Medtron to block out the teleports and try to navigate around as well with the arpeggio. It's just too much. It's just too much for Umisho, but enough for Gobo to advance on to the loser finals.
It's extra difficult to deal with too, because I feel like the dust animation blends into the situation there. The arpeggio cubes are just the same color red, bro. Like, what in the hell zone is that? Like, how can you possibly counterplay, man? It's so crazy. I mean, you do have the orange flash, but what a mix-up.
Man, I mean, Umisho did such a good job of playing defense there. Had the block on the cross, had the block on multiple overheads there. But at the end of the day, statistics reign supreme, and the theory of large numbers does not lie. Allows Gobo to run it against Tiger Pop for the final spot in this Arc World Tour Finals top 8 proxy. We are in for a banger.
Dude, it's all down to the wire here. And for Tiger Pop, having a very close set with Summit, almost being able to get the qualification, but then having the massive advantage of being able to watch your opponents play all of these extra matches, download the habits, get yourself ready into the right mental space. But again, that's one of the scary things. Gobo, all the things that you just watched might not apply. He could pick a character he hasn't played yet. Like, ridiculous.
Trying to find a way to navigate around these cubes. Good block, not only on the cross-up, but this time on the overhead as well. No, other overhead just got some Medtron to block out the teleports and try to navigate around as well with the arpeggio. It's just too much. It's just too much for Umisho, but enough for Gobo to advance on to the loser finals.
It's extra difficult to deal with too, because I feel like the dust animation blends into the situation there. The arpeggio cubes are just the same color red, bro. Like, what in the hell zone is that?
Justice.
Like, how can you possibly
Now
counterplay,
strike.
man? It's so crazy. I mean, you do have the orange flash, but what a mix-up.
Man, I mean, Umisho did such a good job playing defense there. Had the block on the cross, had the block on multiple overheads there. But at the end of the day, statistics reign supreme, and the theory of large numbers does not lie. Allows Gobo to run it against Tiger Pop for the final spot in this Arc World Tour Finals top 8 proxy. We are in for a banger.
You chose poorly.
All down to the
What
wire
more can
here.
one
And
say?
for Tiger Pop, having a very close set with Summit, almost being able to get the qualification, but then having the massive advantage of being able to watch your opponents play all of these extra matches, download the habits, get yourself ready into the right mental space. But again, that's one of the scary things. Gobo, all the things that you just watched might not apply. He could pick a character he hasn't played yet. like how terrifying is that, dude?
I mean, there's just too many options from both of them. It's like, you've seen Tiger Pop on the Abu, but also you might have the Happy Chaos in the back pocket as well. I mean, between these two, I believe they play 6 different characters.
That's unreal.
Absurd.
That's a crazy thing to think about, especially like we said with Guilty Gear Strive, a game that the interactions are so deep, and it's just like it pays so much to be a dedicated player to one character to know every single possible outcome, right? So silly.
100%. Now these two, as you've come to expect for a bracket of this size, have already met, with Tiger Pop taking it in a convincing fashion with a 3-0. I mean, we might be seeing the run back, but Gobo
Proceed
is
with
definitely
tact.
on a heater. Tiger Pop hasn't played in a while, and the last time that they did, it ended up with a loss with the wind out of their sails and a hot Gobo. You never know what could happen in this match.
And so far as everyone has button checked with the character they're going to play. So it looks like it might actually be the Happy Chaos here, and we are going to commit to the Asuka. So it is going to be not quite the matchup I was expecting here, but probably the better one.
Man, I mean, I did call it. I was like, hey, they do have that HC though, and I mean, especially against Gobo's pool. They played the mirror, I believe, at the last Arc World Tour Finals, and they're like, listen, we're not doing that again. Let's just go with some good old Lockdown versus lockdown action.
Just as a reminder, again, as this is the LCQ and 2 players are qualifying, this is the final match. The winner of this takes the last available spot for that top 8 tomorrow in the losers side. So much riding on the status of that final bracket, as well as the potential stories to be written in this one final set here. Tiger Pop and Gobo, our final matchup.
We've had tournaments upon tournaments all around the world, and so far the best 7 are waiting in the wings, waiting for an 8th to join them, who will be decided in this match. So much riding on this.
Deus Ex, get used to it. Send it through, full reload opportunity for the mix-up here, especially with the no mana. Things are looking terrible as the double JP finds the mark, and that will secure the round.
Tiger Pop making it look like a speed run, showcasing why they started off the top 6 in the winner side of the bracket.
Dude closing the distance here. Can't play it from too far away. If Curse Ball is applied, things could potentially get messy. As you said, willing to spend a lot of the resource here to get that perfect hand.
Tiger Pop just wants Curse, doesn't have any bullets. Tried to get tricky with it, but the low profile from the 2K allows Tiger Pop to get the pickup, to get the Deus Ex Machina and get all of those resources back. Gobo now blinking red with HP bar.
Listen, I know that it takes a lot of extra damage when the
standards of
shield is
Demacian
down,
precision,
but sometimes
utility,
I forget.
and
That is a throw
efficiency
into
have been
taking
met.
aim. Almost didn't need the follow-up. My God.
Yeah, like 15% off the
Hold
single
nothing
throw
back.
is nuts. Gobo though knows what he signed up for, especially with this character. Oh, just goes for the gold burst. Not only to get the meter, Streamer wants to get rid of all of them.
I was gonna say, definitely an opportune moment to try and reshuffle there. As we're gonna have the redraw as well as the mana. All of a sudden, it's looking like Exodia here.
Or Gobo, willing to cycle through the deck until he gets exactly what he wants, and showcasing why right now. Ever since that initial draw, Tiger Pop hasn't even had a chance to play the game.
Sets up with Cube again. Nice tech from both players here as the initiation on the roll past an opportunity. Tiger Pop not out of this round not by a long shot.
Christian in his face. Tiger Pop trying to find maybe 1 or 2 more mix-ups. Or try to take this good block. Oh my gosh. Also blocks the tap just as well. Back dashes the throw. They say that defense wins championships, but with Gobo, it's looking like he's trying to win a spot in the Arc World Tour top 8.
Again,
Hold
oh my
nothing
God,
back.
tries to take aim. Gets the carpet pulled straight out from under him.
Going back to the tutor. His geometry homework is mad hard, and Tiger Pop can't seem to find the answers.
I was gonna say, dude, the way we're drawing cards, it's feeling a little less like tutors, a little more like Adnos, bro. We are seeing everything in the deck. It is absolutely crazy, but not gonna matter here as Tiger Pop finds the 2D. What a potential situation as the back throw lands.
Oh no, in this combo, more than enough. Send the particle spear at him. And send is set to a tie. I feel like we've seen all these sets go from 1 to 1, but none of them quite as tense as this one, and for good reason.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, yeah, respect. Not the start I was expecting to see, but here we go.
Screamer W plus off of this bookmark. More Metrons in tow. Has a speed staff locked and loaded too. Things could get scary on the next knockdown.
Oh, but that's if that next knockdown comes through. Deus Ex secures one for our Tiger Pop side. Is now on the dash in. in that situation, we've looked for the roll a ton. Instead, it's the YRC this time, and wakes up with the headbutt.
No way. Oh, but misses the combo there with the 6K. Gets a chance of redemption with the far side, and now is dealing the Gobo with no mana. Has tried to play this the old-fashioned way, just with the mids. 2S is what's gonna end up taking it. They're great confirmed from Tiger Pop. Now
I expect
round in a row.
justice. Now
Say, nah, that's
strike.
the fighter. Close the distance on the wizard, bro. There's not a chance on that one. No mana. There's no way he's putting his dukes up in a spot like that. 50% life though on the other side. Prove me wrong just a bit, but now with Tiger Pop answering, it'll be a wall break. Deus Ex.
What?
Once again, the cycle will is punished. The 6P and it sure will. Oh, snuffs out the arpeggio with the red RC forward. Leaves Gobo with not too much mana to work with.
Oh no, 2D and 6P manages to find the throw afterwards. That one little open up might be enough to be able to bring us back into this one here. I love the choice with the burst, but the dark magic attack able to interrupt on the other side.
Keep his health even. Tiger Pop gets a chance for a couple mix-ups here. Gets the 2D, but Gobo has enough health for the burst and takes it all the way to the bank. 2S into the 5H is all she wrote.
I was gonna say, with the amount of resources we had, I had to get aggressive there. Definitely the correct calls. Unfortunately now, stuck in the corner. But the headbutt, again, is perfection. We're doing such a good job of breaking to the cubes, knowing where there's not gonna be a follow-up.
Goodness, yeah, I'm like, these 6Ps have been so good. This King defense has been so good. And when you have a player like Zondo in your region who used to be running the streets of the Asuka, of course, gonna have some sort of that matchup experience. But so far, Gobo proving to be a different beast.
There again, though, was trying to utilize that red RC for the second time to bust through. Another quick search. Need to do much searching this time, though. It's the slowdown.
Oh my gosh. Nobody kills on screen, ends up running into it. Tiger Pop gets the concentration super, doesn't have any bolts to work with, just wants to try to build
Never
that stock.
have I been moved by...
Oh, catches the backdash. This could be it, and sure is. Keeps it simple and picks up his second game. Gobo is doing so well so far. Has done so much work on both of his characters so far this tournament.
It is crazy to see a player be able to cycle through multiple potential characters at this high of a level here, and we are one away from being able to ask all these questions about character selection in one more top 8 for either of these players. Man, it is what a nightmare it is for anyone in that top 8 looking down to see these two players coming up and not even knowing which player is going to get there, and even when they qualify, what you're going to have to deal with. Dude, this is just what a mental stack. As you said, 6 characters potentially represented on the stage right now.
Commanding a garrison requires more than a
6,000 miles
battle
away.
cry.
I couldn't imagine how it feels in that room right now.
Right, 50% meter. Keeps aggressive now. It's that quick little BRC, Nessus to throw, control of the corner, and it feels like in these back throw scenarios in the East Coast corner, almost been able to consistently close it out, but not gonna matter here as the 2D finds the mark.
Let's keep things slow. Cycle things through. Arpeggio immediately gets blown up. Tiger Pop wanted that burst real bad. Gobo not gonna give it to them. Tiger Pop says I'll take the round instead.
The answer's not working out, unfortunately there. That last cube goes a touch too low for us to be able to deal with here. And finally
justice.
drops the rules
Now
on him.
strike.
Holy!
Oh my goodness, and gets 60% for their trouble. Slow stab.
Well.
A timing mix-up on Tiger Pop's end to try to deal with it. Will it be able to kill? Oh my goodness, Tiger Bomb lives with a pixel.
One more time, the 2P finds the mark here. It is set point. It is qualification point. Tiger Pop fighting to stay alive here, and that's a great way to start. Concentration and keeps it in the corner.
Potentially the last round of day number 2, but not if Tiger Bomb has anything to say about it. So far has been on the complete offensive, continuing here, getting all resources with the Deus Ex.
Tries hard to expose the legs there. 5P and goes for the RC. Should be able to close it out from this position now. Deus Ex, the mana should run out. I think it is going to be enough. It's not enough.
Hold
Barely
nothing
hangs
back.
on to enough mana to stay alive, but doesn't have enough to cast anything. Finally gets there. Find a chance for a mix-up. Not gonna land. Gets the magic carpet. However,
The just block 2P so sick. What an answer there to bring us to the final game,
Laxana,
man.
you have
could
exceeded
you
my
imagine that
expectations.
with the qualification on the line, with tying up the last set of the evening on the line with the game 5?
And you can see the stress across both players here, but there's no time to stress. We've got to get back into the action here. One must stay and one must go. It is down to the final decision for these two.
Looking like Tiger Pop gotta get things off on the right foot. Gets caught lacking with the gun out. Now have to try to fight their way out of this pressure. With the resources, the Screamer makes it so you can't be too lackadaisical with it. Gets the air throw as well. Has more than enough mana to do whatever he may need. Gobo, the world is your oyster, and uses it to crack open Tiger Pop's defense there.
I was gonna say that final jump to sell that last projectile was absolutely massive here as we try to slice through a couple times in a row with the normals, but dude, the explosions are just a bit too much. Does manage to get a bit of a reshuffle here, and on this knockdown, it's gonna be one more tutor. Potentially, this hand might be the one to be able to do it.
Oh, gets the steady aim through the arpeggio. And Gobo spent so much meter. Tiger Spot spent so much concentration. You're gonna get another gunshot for a while unless you get this concentration out. Stuffed up to 2K. Could be one more touch. And it is. The tap does send Gobo to the Arc World towards A3. Gobo, we will be seeing you in top 8, my friend.
Absolutely incredible performance.
A while unless you get this concentration out. Stuffed up to 2K. Could be much meter. Tiger Spot spent so much concentration. You're gonna get another gunshot for a while unless you get this concentration out. Stuffed up to 2K. Could be one more touch. And it is. The tap does send Gobo to the Arc World towards A3. Gobo, we will be seeing you in top 8, my friend.
Absolutely incredible performance there to be able to break through and get the finish. One player, and look at that, man. Just what a moment.
Qualifies for the last spot, fighting tooth and nail. Didn't have the season that he was looking for. Had to duke it out of the LZQ against some of the best of the world had to offer. Players from just about every continent with an active scene, and finds his way out on the loser side of the bracket. Will be facing even more of the best later on, but for today, you can celebrate knowing that your run is not over here on Saturday.
Dude, yeah, knowing that there's a second mountain to climb, you make it to, did well to make it to the base camp here, but the summit is still far ahead. Speaking of which, our other player who did qualify, Summit, also making it to one last dance here this Sunday, top 8. It seems that the die is cast. The stories are ready to be written. Summit and Gobo will be joining us for the finale for Guilty Gear Strive, man.
And what a way to end it. I mean, these LCQs have been electric all day. Ending things off with a final game and one that could have gone either way, with Gobo coming out on top. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Summit. But as we've mentioned so far, the road is nowhere close to over. If you want to live for that fabulous trophy, you have so much more to get through.
Dude, this is it. The final bracket is set. Winner's side, Chak and Metallic Cake, as well as Nitro and Tatuma. The run back, bro! Please, man!
They already saw each other at Evo Grand, and now meeting in winners semis years later. This time, though, we got to go down to the loser side as well. Keishu, what the move? The reigning Evo champion, going to be taking on the most dominant player in the LCQ with Summit. And then finally, Daru Ino. You know him, you love him. Going to be going up against Gobo, the man of many talents and characters. We have a stacked Sunday to get to. But for now, everyone can unclutch the pearls because the LCQ finally over, and we're left with what's looking like a monstrous finals day.
Yeah, it is going to be incredible here. 3 games, 3 trophies to be hoisted. I cannot wait to see how all of these turn out. As you can see here, this is the schedule for the day. I believe if you check out the Arc System Works the North American Twitter account, you'll be able to find a ton of the different time zones explained as well, because obviously, you know, this is in the local time of Korea here. But Uni starting off the day strong, Grand Blue straight after that, and then finally Guilty Gear Strive top 8. This is the person that's got to be hyped for Strive, right? Come on.
If you're wearing the full Faust get down, you just gotta be.
Dude, so sick to see. It's been so nice to get to see the crowd shots here and see all these different players, all these different events happening throughout the venue, as well as
the very picture of
trophy,
engineering
some hefty
mastery.
hardware to potentially close us out for the weekend, man.
Getting a look at some of the commotion around the venue as the action comes to a lull here for day number 2.
Show me the strength of the Crown Guards.
There, I see Wade. I mean, man, it has been.
I expect justice. Now strike. Well, well. Show me the strength of the Crown Guards.
Come on! Ooh.
I expect justice. Now strike. You disappoint me.
A movie all day.
Stand with your soldiers and never
really
falter.
truly has. I do want to give a shout out once again to everybody here still tuned in, whether it's early in the morning or late at night, depending on your sleep schedule. You know, I know people are on different sides of the spectrum here, but it's so nice to see this many people up and ready to be able to support Guilty Gear Strive as well as everything else happening here at the Arc World Tour, man.
What a season.
Ready to be able to support Guilty
You have
Gear
been
Strive as well as
listening.
everything else happening here at the Arc World Tour, man.
A project finished to satisfaction. That must be a new feeling for you, Luxana. Show me the strength of the Crown Guards.
Being absolutely fucking disgusting. Oh my god. McGarner, how could you be so stupid, man? Oh my god, bro. Just do it properly. Like, get in as many fucking motherfuckers as you can.
I mean, Proxy, what a season it's been. We've seen so many stories, so many unlikely winners. And of course, we've seen so many likely winners as well. Stints of domination from players who were sitting here in our top 8. And now we get to see it all culminate to a final winner.
Bro, the cosplayers having a good time here too. That's super sick. That is, those fans are crazy. Man, wow. I'm so envious of people who are talented enough to make.
Hold nothing back. Oh.
Ooh.
I expect justice. Now strike.
I'm shining bright.
No, who else boasts such hardy defenses? Such ready access to trade by land and sea? It's culture, or well-deserved pride. A reminder that one's plans never go unnoticed. Prepare yourself accordingly. Stand with your soldiers and never falter. It seems strategy agrees with you, Laxana. Even the smallest pebble can trigger a rock slide. Ignore at your peril.
History is so much fun.
Hold nothing back!
What?
Walking amongst my soldiers. The camaraderie. These are fond memories for me. hold nothing back. Calm down, Laksana. Such excitement is unbecoming. One should be so lucky to see such artistry in their lifetime. I expect justice. Now strike. Well done. Oh. Witness the skill of Valoran's greatest military.
Ooh. It's all starting to make sense.
A reminder that one's plans never go unnoticed. Prepare yourself accordingly.
Can't give up.
Trust your judgment. Commanding a garrison requires more than a practiced battle cry.
Before I get off, all three, nice. To everyone, but then there's no Fiora. Mega vessels, settlements, adjacent sea rules gain 15% reduction. It needs that. It battles at least one champion from all non-champion units and 5 damage reduction. Only 5 damage reduction? Okay, but that's by 15%. Ooh. Okay, that is OP. I'm gonna need that. This. Raptor. Aviary. This structure sends Raptor mines to battle at this setting. Oh, Jesus. Wait, what? This structure sends the Raptor mines to battle. 87 or adjacent 7. Each battle only receives support of the enemy. Zero damage far away units. I mean, after 15 seconds, aren't they just like dying as fuck? Archers and rangers can turn sentinels with 2 seconds at the start of combat. Oh, that's not much, but still better than nothing.
Stand with your soldiers and never falter. Remember, history is only as useful as the lessons it teaches.
Two over here.